Someone I know has the USDA grade A beef tattoo on his ankle.
Oh my!
On the ankle.
You know the stamp they put on all the beef.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Appreciate that. It's a good tat. Good tat.
I was waiting for Andrew to get his Toy Story Andy tattoo on the bottom of his foot.
It's gonna hurt. Dude, that hurts so fucking.
That would hurt like
real
fucking
bad.
hell. And also, you know how you try to like get off the tattoo. You have to your foot, the bottom of your foot. You're gonna go on crutches the whole week.
No, that's such a great tattoo. Imagine you just pass on the beach and all you see is the fucking tattoo.
Oh my god!
He has no other tattoos except for that one.
So funny. No one would ever see it. It would only be for moments like that.
Yeah, they just passed out. And you're like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, I'd be like, wake that guy up. I want to get his autograph. I want to know everything about this guy.
You wake him up and you're like, he pissed himself.
I want to be this guy's
Yeah,
friend.
exactly. Yeah, why is the sand all wet around him?
It all comes out in the sun, man. It'll evaporate.
No, but dude, Dom. I wish, but I mean, neither of you guys were there. But like, I mean, he pissed, his pants, but the osmosis carried it all the way up to his shoulder, so it's just the whole side.
He has
the whole side. Well, just one side of him was all wet because it just the osmosis is the word for this. All the
Andy, we love you.
Osmosis Thrain.
Osmosis Thrain.
Oh, man,
that's
I
good.
gotta
All
get
right,
back
Joe.
on here, man.
Me too, dude. I'm really excited for this one. I've been waiting for a long time for this episode. Welcome back to the Dylan Joe and Dom Basin podcast. We're back from basically a combination of Lawrence of Arabia, snow plowing with no snow, and
well, Dom, where was he again? I forgot. We just talked about the last episode. Besides those two things, which did happen. There's another thing that you were doing, Dylan.
Dylan, don't forget to tell us about how was it following Corey Feldman on tour?
Oh yeah, weren't you following Corey Feldman on his live tour across America?
I was actually, yeah.
That's, wow.
Did you get to meet him?
The comeback king himself.
Here he comes, the comeback king.
Good question. Did I get to meet Corey Feldman? I keep getting asked this question. Everyone
well, it begs the question.
Everyone
really,
seems to think
people.
that, just because I like the Gremlins and License to Drive and the Lost Boys and the Goonies and Stand By Me, maybe I'd meet him when I was following him on tour. And
you like the Ninja Turtles movie, right? Where he was the voice of Leonardo, right? You also like that movie.
Yeah, I like that movie too.
Yeah,
and I really love his children, Zen, Scott Feldman, and his parents, Bob and Sheila.
And you're a big fan of Corey's Angels too, his group before now, where he had four basically captive cult members that were in his band together. They're all young, attractive women. You like that band too, right, Corey?
Oh, I love, because I like everything he likes. So
yeah.
Did I get to meet him? No, because he had to run, but I did. He took a shit at Savers because I happened to see him there.
You guys are kindred spirits.
Yeah, but then I walked in right after him, and I was like, "Oh my god, is that him?" He's like, "I have to go," so I didn't really meet him.
Oh my god, it smells like Michael Jackson's penis in here.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's really the only thing that happened there.
Are you kidding me? That didn't get a bigger pop. He was on The View talking about how Michael Jackson raped him, and they didn't believe him. They're like, okay, buddy.
He wishes Michael Jackson raped him.
I don't know. I think it might have happened. I choose to believe Corey Feldman with this one.
I choose to believe what I was programmed to believe.
All right. Now that we've said all the words YouTube can't have in the first 5 minutes.
At least we didn't do that in the first 2 minutes of this episode.
Anyways, we're glad to have Dylan back. I know I am.
As am I.
I'm glad to be back, guys. I avoided getting shot down by surface to air missiles.
Appreciate that.
And
you're in the hot zone.
I got to see Iran, whatever the fucking people are saying.
Yeah,
so
it's so
these
far away.
wall-mounted fucking bottle openers. Yes, that I flew over Russia. Sorts of cool things. It's actually
you flew over Russia. What were they trying to do? Get you shot down? Why'd you go?
That's
over
what
Russia?
I was wondering. I was like, dude, last time I did this, I flew like just.
You had to do a layover in Kazakhstan? The hell?
Pretty much.
Well, they don't have good potassium there.
Yeah, but I just yeah, that was weird. But yeah, I was no activity on that besides yeah. So but
Besides,
more
yeah.
importantly, I just wanted to say that I was at Market Basket today. You guys familiar with Market Basket?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
like twice.
it's the victory killer. That's what I kill it. That's what I call it.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a good
Oh,
point. Actually.
really? I didn't know that's
Wow.
what Market Basket
Wait, is that
did.
what they did?
Oh no, that was Hannaford's. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Is Hannaford
Yeah.
still around though? Doesn't Market Basket
Yeah.
own everything?
Hannaford is
No,
still
Hannaford's
around.
around.
We
That's
have
what I
Stop and Shop
got.
Hannaford, but I think
Oh,
I
okay.
thought that Stop and Shop. Well, no, maybe
Actually,
Market Basket
for me is
the
Hannaford,
lowest
Hannaford might be like
level,
50-50 because Hannaford bought Shaw's. That's what it was.
who
There's no
killed
more
Big
Shaws.
D? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I
Who
don't
fucking-
know.
You
Big
gotta
D
join
killed
the
a
Big
while
D.
Hear
ago,
that
though.
story.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
one.
is
What
Big
about Big
D-
Y? Is Big Y still around?
Big Y is still around? Yeah, Big Y.
Yeah,
just
Big Y is definitely still around.
Yeah, Big D
Is
died
Big
a long
D?
time ago. Though.
Do you think Big D is half Market Basket because it's Demula Brothers?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
that
I don't
might be
think
a
so,
different
'cause-
podcast.
Because Big D was kind of
Grocery
yeah, exactly.
store takeovers.
See you next week
Extinct
for
Massachusetts
Groceries
grocery
101.
stores with Dylan Joe Dumb.
Are you guys familiar with Publix?
Yeah.
It's more of a Florida
how
thing.
about
Publix
Price
is like
Chopper
a-
by Market 65 or whatever.
Market
it's called.
60 fucking whatever the fuck. Yeah.
ride on my Market 65?
Market 65.
Market
65. I'm gonna Market 64. All right.
That's my
I don't know
favorite
which
Mario
market it
game.
is.
Anyway, so we're not
What are
talking
we
about
talking about
anyways.
tonight?
So we got a real good topic here. I've been waiting about maybe 4 or 5 years to really discuss this one. You guys could take a 5 seconds of a pause to guess what this is about, but instead of doing that, I'll just tell you. So
The people want to know.
we're gonna name this one because it's all we got, and there's no real word for this. This podcast is about dudes with names.
Exactly. Or ladies.
Dudes with names. Or ladies. I
Ladies
just
can be
don't have any on
dudes,
my
too.
list.
I shouldn't be so exclusive with that.
Yeah,
Dudes
they
with
can
names.
be. I mean, in season 2 of Halo, 2 dudes kiss. So you can do whatever you want now.
Not in space. It doesn't exist in space. It's an Earth
The
thing.
Covenant is very much against that. That's actually why the Covenant attacked humans. They're like, none of that gay stuff.
Yeah, it could be. So
They invited the grunts, the jackals, and the elites to the Covenant, but they saw 2 humans kissing. They're both guys. They're like, you're not involved. You're not going to
They're like, see these elites, these things, they're barely touching each other. That's what you should
They're
try to be
hetero.
like.
Hetero
Yeah.
aliens. That's what
yeah,
we
now
like
we've
here in the Covenant.
sexualized all of the Covenant and the what's the old ones? What are they fucking called?
The prophets.
No, the fucking annoying ones that you've have the shotgun in the
Oh,
library.
you mean
The
Rule
library,
34,
Joe.
the
The
rule
flood.
that if it exists,
The
it's
flood,
thought about.
yeah, God.
Yeah,
hate
I
the
don't
flood.
consider them a real race. I consider them a parasite and more of a plague.
Wow.
Jeez,
Dude,
Joe.
so now we've got 2 dudes kissing.
In
Now you're
this
telling them they're
economy?
not a real race either?
I'm not talking about humans. I'm talking about the flood.
Okay, well, some people consider other humans. not
Would
humans
you
too.
consider Bacillus anthracis a race, Dylan, or would you call it anthrax? Okay. I'll ask
I don't
George
know.
Bush what he thinks about that.
I don't know. I just got here.
I don't know. Didn't see you there. Hey. Anyway, it's dudes with names. It's gonna
Dudes
be
with
funny.
names.
And we found out this morning that it's going to be a top 5 list. So this will be
Yeah, we did. We found this morning.
It's a fun
So,
one.
We love
so let me
those
explain the rules, guys, for those who don't know of the Dylan and Joe podcast with Basement Podcast with Dom. This takes place in a basement every time. I'm Dylan, that's Joe, and that's Dom.
things. Hey, yeah.
This particular episode, we are picking 5 dudes with names from history or, well, present day too, if you want. Just
You'll get what we mean as soon as we start, but
You'll
trust
get
me,
what
this
you
will
get.
make
You don't get
sense.
upset. And
That's for sure.
and we're gonna
You
vote
better,
each
you
round,
better, you
5 rounds. Who's the best dude with the name? And
Mhm.
since we sometimes have to explain things, what does the best dude with a name mean to you, listener? As you
I-
ride in your car,
Yeah.
sit on your
write
thing,
in
fall
and find
asleep
out
to this
what you think.
podcast, jerk
Yeah.
off to it, whatever you do.
We're going to take this
You
next
do you,
30
boo-boo.
minutes to wait so you can write it down.
Exactly. So,
Cue the
what does it
Jeopardy
mean to
theme.
you? You have to expand your mind and realize, like, what is the best? Is it the fastest? Is it the strongest?
Open
Is it
your
the deadliest? Is
mind.
it the hottest? Is it the smallest? Is it the most kill count? You know, it could be anything. It could be the all around, like
Highest
best,
KD.
lived longest than anything, highest KD. Yeah, exactly. Best team player, worst team player.
Biggest
You know?
earlobes.
This might
Biggest
be our
earlobes,
our most
biggest
highest
dick.
subjective one of all time. But guess what? That's what the voting's for. We will vote how we'll vote,
Mhm.
and that's how it is. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't make the rules either. This is just how it was when we
This
got
is
here.
just the Lord wrote this down on stone tablets at the top of Mount Sinai, and we just do His bidding. Okay.
Yeah, I like my podcast the way God intended them. So let's go.
Exactly. Let's
Number
go.
5.
Number 5 of best dude with a name. Dom, why don't you start since you're our perpetual
Start us
guest
off.
on your own
Well,
podcast?
I am gonna start. Dude.
Permanent
Let's
resident.
just take a second.
I like to call him perpetual guest. He's
Dudes with names.
always a bridesmaid, never a bride. That's what I call Dominic.
Yeah, until it's toilet wine and I run the show. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
You son of an onion.
You're such a bitch.
Son of a pastrami on rye.
I pissed on him because he was such a bitch.
Best time you beat me, hold me out. You
But I
live
didn't get in trouble
rent-free.
because the teacher
Got a
thought
lease
it
and a
was
key.
so funny.
Yeah, if it's that funny, don't get in trouble. That's how it works.
So my first dude with name is good old John the Bastard.
John the
such
Bastard.
a fucking dude. Honestly, it's such a classic. I mean,
I think
it's
a cool
like
name.
it's like a Toro lawnmower. It just goes hand in hand with
John the Bastard. Not to be confused with the biblical figure.
that's him.
John the
Yeah,
Bastard.
yeah. What's the difference, Dom, between the two of them? Can you help us out here?
Here's your John the Bastard.
Yeah. Defend your pick there, Mr. Dominic.
So John the Bastard, first of all, Portugal king, born in reigned from 1835 to
Shouts out to all our Portuguese kings out
1433.
there.
So his father.
Every dude we knew we grew up with.
Oh no, that's his father's name, John the Deadbeat.
No.
John the
This is the
Philanderer.
thing. He is the natural born son of Peter
John the
the First
Trucker.
of
Am I
Portugal,
close?
but his mother
Let him talk.
was not of royalty. But according to the royal chronicler, she was a noble. Oh, what family? Doesn't matter. No, because she's smoking hot. His wife seduced a king, and he got to become king afterwards because of that.
Dude, that's good shit. That's a good mom
John
right
the
there.
Bastard.
It's a great mom, actually.
Nice. So what was he good at?
Who said that? The chronicler? What was that?
Yeah, is that how you pronounce that?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I've never heard that
It's
word
like-
before.
Oh, you just did.
Oh no, I know what it is. It's a chronicler, like the Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, there you go.
That makes much more sense.
I mean, that's an awesome story and an awesome name. It's gonna be hard to beat.
It was a good one. What did he do, Dylan? Well, first things first. Think about that. His reign was 1385 to 1433. People were not living for very long back then.
True.
The dude
That's
lasted
good.
forever. How do you last forever? You keep active. Your cart's going. He didn't have gout. He didn't die from gout like most of the kings because he
Lots
was
of
eating all the
cardio.
food, but all he was doing was fucking banging all night long. He's like, this is what my
Wow.
mother would have wanted. Put
Yeah,
more
he's pretty sick.
bastards out there.
Hmm.
Yeah. The horse you rode in on. I got here by fucking. I'm gonna stay here by fucking.
I'll never do this to my kids. Fucking here I am.
Yeah, I mean, and I know I'm supposed
Making
to
more
defend
bastards.
I might be the
Him one.
bastard, but my kids will be.
I know I'm supposed to defend this guy.
Johnny,
but,
the
he
well taken
actually
care of
never
child with the
had like a
college.
true,
tuition.
a true six. He never really gave birth to an actual son, but
Well, yeah, he
Just,
must even give birth to his son. This isn't
he
America
did eventually.
in 2024. Am I right?
Mm. So did he like Rosemary's Baby give birth to a demon?
his
Did he bang a
half-son-
horse?
His half son got rain.
Oh,
But,
so there was the half.
Oh, is that
He
John the
continued the line
half-bastard.
of bastards.
Wow.
his half son? Isn't that everyone's son?
Oh, yeah.
That's a great point. Everyone's son is a half son. Well, no, my ex-wife has a kid, so that's my half kid because of the fact that I.
Because I've had sex with her before. Now she has a kid,
Yeah.
so she's half.
Yeah, actually, that is how that works.
That logic
That's actually
being
what
said, though,
happens.
do any of us have half kids? I wonder. That would be great.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think I do.
Does it count if they already had a kid before you had sex with them?
Oh yeah, no, that still counts, dude. That still counts.
Okay, well then I
You-
do
dude,
have.
you
I
know-
have,
you
I have
know-
a half daughter then.
You know the rules.
Then I have a half daughter
At
that I
that
didn't
point,
know
it's your
about.
step half kid. if you had sex with Aft.
It's not step until you bring the government into it. The half thing is a purely biological situation. You're only step if the government says you are when you get married and illegal.
What are the Mormons doing these days?
Polygamy, pretty much.
No, because they're not allowed to have sex. But if you're not allowed to put. You can put your penis in a vagina and then take it out.
You're
You
talking
can't
about
go back
soaking.
and forth. Soaking,
Yeah.
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 So
You
what
can
they
leave it
do
in there,
now
but
is,
you can't pump it. You know.
but
Which it
you can
never said that
you can
in any
also.
book.
There's also you can't pump on your own control, but if another
Your
dude
friends can
sits
jump
on
on
you,
the bed.
your friends can jump on you. Yeah.
Yeah. that's a good friend
I've-
out there.
That's
Dom, you know
incredible.
that?
How horny
I
you have
didn't
to
know
be
about the
to
jumping
be
part. I knew about soaking.
just not
Dom,
moving.
would you be my soaking assistant if I needed you?
Only if you're blindfolded and
He's
I'm
like,
not.
like your ring man. He's like wiping sweat off your head and shit. Let him all
Wait,
rock.
like-
Get him rock.
Wait, like
He's
in
like Mick.
what's the
I
movie?
get in his ear and I go, give her the left.
What's the movie with the guy with the bear suit who burns in the pyramid?
Oh, Midsummer.
Midsummer. Like when I'm the guy who's drugged and they're all pushing on my butt.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, that's
That's
you.
what I need you to do.
Technically,
for me.
you didn't. You didn't.
I'll
have
do it
sex.
for you too, but I didn't do that. I didn't have sex with this girl. I didn't shoot huge loads
I was
all
near
inside.
her and I was
And
aroused. That's not
I
against the
just
law.
fell in, and then
My
this
friend
guy
did.
started pushing on me.
I didn't sleep with my wife. My
What was I
friend
supposed
did.
to do then? Not
Yeah.
move at all and just let him do it? Yes.
Yeah,
I can't.
it
No,
wasn't
but then,
my control.
then you can't get mad and turn around at him because you probably can't show your penis to another man.
Oh yeah, that'd be
True.
gay.
Yeah. So you gotta.
You
do,
actually
you just
have
gotta,
to stay inside her, or
Yeah.
you'll be
Yeah,
gay.
you gotta
which
do
is
what you gotta
insane.
do.
It's gay to pull your dick out of that vagina.
Yeah, it's gay to look at
gay.
the other guy too.
Mhm. Yeah, you can't
Hey,
look at
Maggie,
him
how you
when you're
liking
jumping
this
on his
episode
ass
so
with
far?
both feet. He's got a blindfold on. He's trampolining his buttocks.
Wow, soaking. What a time.
I
All
always
right,
love that idea that you can trick God. Be like, well, technically this isn't it. It's like you don't
Wait
think
a
he thought of
minute.
that.
But he doesn't
I-
Well,
see
if you
all.
have
all.
butt sex, it's not, sex, so it's fine. God doesn't mind. It's like, you think he's fucking drawing the line in
Dude,
the belly
it's
aisle?
not gay.
But
I'm just Greek.
Hey, you know what they say
is
in the Navy SEALs? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I thought you were going to say, eating ain't cheating. A dick suck ain't cheating? You ever seen that video? That guy's outside of Walmart getting accosted by his girlfriend. Dick suck ain't cheating? The hell?
What the hell?
He's not even.
Born
He's not,
yesterday.
he's not on his back heels. He's like, you're being ridiculous right now. Like, you sound crazy.
Dude,
She
even
sucked
in
my
an
dick. I
episode-
didn't cheat on you. She sucked
even
your
in
dick.
an episode-
That's not me doing anything.
Jeez, I did nothing. Why are you mad?
I just sat there with my hand on the nape of her neck, moaning. I didn't do anything
Why
wrong.
did you do anything?
It's not my fault.
It felt good.
I didn't ask for this.
No matter how I felt, my dick sneezed, and that's what it is. And I didn't
Imagine
make
if
it
I
do
came
anything.
home and didn't have that done before I got home.
It's not like you have a half son now. Calm down.
There's nothing about pegging in the Bible. I don't know why that would be a sin. Doesn't say it there. God knows everything. He would have put that in writing if he could.
Yeah, anal sex is not allowed. Never read that. Never read it. Just it's
Doesn't say it.
yeah. Have you ever built?
It says a
Lego? I
man
don't-
cannot
doesn't-
lay down with another man. It doesn't say another man can't hold his ankles around his ears and pile drive him.
or Eiffel Tower him.
Doesn't say anything about Eiffel Tower.
I didn't
So
read
So
that.
God doesn't know the
down.
future? Are you gonna say the Eiffel Tower wasn't created yet, so God doesn't know it? God knows everything. Okay.
Yeah,
You would write
or
that down.
San Diego.
Thank you.
So, or give him a San Diego thank you.
Yeah.
What about
Never-
the Tennessee? What about the
never-
Tennessee log jammer?
Tennessee Log Jammer.
You need
Stanley
the ladder for
Steamer.
that one.
Stanley Steamer. Didn't see anything about that in the Bible. Okay,
Yeah. Well,
didn't.
leave it to Dylan to still get the sex puns in the episode. Good shit. All right, folks. It's my turn now. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking live up to that. Unless Dylan, do you want to continue?
Yeah, sure. What about a Cleveland chicken salad?
Oh, I meant defending your pick. Chicken salad.
I might need to
This
hear.
one's
what
called the
that one
Bumblebee
is.
Tuna. Bumblebee Tuna.
All right, yeah, I'll go next. Thanks, appreciate the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I think this guy's a solid number 5 place. John, the lover of elegance,
Oh, it's
Um,
all John's all the time.
also known as John the First of Aragon.
Oh, he's
Which-
from the Dragon book for kids.
That's what That's what I was just gonna say. Is that I
What
thought
the
that
hell?
was a dragon book. Apparently, it's a real place.
Oh, that's news to me.
That's interesting.
And he was so smug that his only fucking quality was, "Oh, John, the lover of elegance. He likes
He
elegant
sounds
things.
French to me. Is he
That's
English
all
king?
he ever had going for him, was that he loved elegance. But he also was known for one thing. When he left his fucking bullshit situation because he fell off a horse and died in the woods.
Oh, that's a shameful way to go out.
Classic way to go.
I swear to God, more kings die falling off horses in accidents than you're ever murdered.
Oh, for sure.
It's
It's
so. My whole list is kings that just like bumped their knee,
Well, dude,
died.
dude, and it's so funny because, dude. So it wasn't like, oh, they just fell off the horse and fell. The horse was probably running at full speed and tripped and launched this fucking.
It's like a
guy
car.
like
It's like a motorcycle
ragdoll.
accident.
Yeah,
They're not wearing helmets.
exactly.
It probably looked like a fucking.
Ragdoll, ragdown
Oh.
down the woods, fucking, and it hits his back on a tree and dies immediately.
Like
How
someone put an
fucking
M80
funny!
in a ground beef package on the side. Of the
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he just skids across roots and fucking dirt. You're like, ah, shit.
They're not going to
Fell
pick all that up. That's a closed casket.
rough.
Bring his
Yeah.
Little lapel home.
It's
and
open
yeah,
casket.
yeah,
It's just empty.
yeah.
or dude,
He just has his
or dude, it's-
shoes that flew off.
exactly. Well, dude, or it's not even that crazy. Like the M80 of the ground beef package, his fucking boot gets stuck in the foot holder, and then the horse trips and falls going 40, and his leg just fucking gets ripped off, and his whole body just flies down the woods. While his
And the
leg
horse-
stays the
then the
horse. The
horse
horse just
gets
keeps
up and
going.
keeps going.
Because the horse thinks it's getting kicked. Like it should keep galloping because
Yeah.
the disembodied leg keeps hitting the horse. Like, all right, keep going. All right.
They're like, oh shit, John the Elegance. He's fucking dead.
Not so elegant now.
He's fucking dead.
Oh, he's
So,
playing with the big boys now.
He's a good number 5 because his a very unique title. There, as you know, like when there's
Yes.
the fucking
The
killer or
wordier, the
whatever.
better.
Yeah, so John, the lover of elegance, loved elegant things, and he also
Shocker.
left his entire reign in disastrous financial ruin, and I appreciate that
There you go.
because he was buying shit. he
Drive
didn't
it like
need.
it's a rental, even if it's an entire
Yep.
kingdom.
Exactly. Yep, the tires are bald when he turned it back in, at the very least.
Oh yeah, the whole thing smelled like
you know,
weed and
you
horse
gotta-
piss.
Yeah, you gotta love him, dude. You know.
I love them. We're gonna need to recap every time. I can't remember any of this fucking thing.
Yeah, this is gonna
All
be
right,
tough.
John, the lover
No,
of
no, no.
elegance.
I just mean
Not
when we
yet.
vote, when we
Oh,
vote. When we
all right.
vote. That was my bad. That was my bad. So here's my pick for number 5. Ivailo or Ivalo the Cabbage. He's called the Cabbage.
Okay. All right. Tell us more.
Again, all my people are major political figures or kings because they don't write about anybody back then. He led an uprising in northeastern Bulgaria in 1277, and he was named Tsar of Bulgaria after the victory. So he seized the crown for himself. Unfortunately, he resigned. He reigned, rather. He did not resign. He kept power. He reigned for 3 years and was beheaded by his political enemies, which then nicknamed him John the Cabbage because his head rolled off the thing. So you're only
Oh,
known
man,
for
classic.
your failure. I mean,
Mhm.
that's rough, dude. John the Cabbage, like not John the Revolutionary, not John the newfound king, like John
Not
the
John the
Cabbage.
Fisherman.
No. Now.
No.
My head's gone. I'm a plant. There you go. That's him.
Do you guys
John-
remember when we killed John a couple months ago? They're like, which John? The Cabbage.
Oh yeah,
the
that
guys.
fucking
Oh yeah,
asshole.
yeah. That was fucking. That was funny, right?
Yeah. Oh, that
Yeah.
thing was rolling and it got dirt all over it. Yeah, and
Oh,
it
man.
was
Rolling,
Ivalo.
rolling, rolling,
Ivalo the
rolling, rolling.
Cabbage.
Keep rolling, rolling.
Dirty
rolling,
fucking
rolling.
cabbage.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
dirty
that's
cabbage
good.
boy. So
Quick,
yeah,
type
that
in
just
dirty
sucks.
cabbage in Urban Dictionary.
Because whatever your name might be during your life, you don't get to decide what you're remembered as. After you're dead, the people will decide, and you're the cabbage
Yeah.
now, forever.
That is true.
It was
Yeah.
800 years ago, and we're still making fun of that fucking asshole. Cabbage.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you ever pissed your pants in middle school,
People don't forget.
we don't forget.
Talking to you, Billy Runlet.
Yep. I never will forget that.
All right, let's vote. Dom. Also to recap.
I have John the Bastard.
Ooh, you bastard.
Dylan, who was yours?
Oh, I had John, the lover of elegance.
Oh, that's right.
And I had Ivalo the Cabbage.
Well, my vote is I got to go for the Cabbage Man. Dude, if without him, we may never have had Cabbage Patch Kids.
I don't even know how many Cabbage Patch Kids he had. It wasn't in the description of him. I hope he had some of them.
I'm sure he had at least one.
Mm-hmm. He was royalty.
Yeah, and I'm also gonna vote for the cabbage because I also do love cabbage. St. Patrick's Day is coming up soon,
Yes,
and
it
I
is.
can't
Because
wait.
no
I
matter
can't wait
what,
to have it,
Joe
dude.
always fucking wins.
No, that's not. All right. Well, my vote is for John the Bastard because that's so great. Obviously,
John
Lover
the
Elegance has a
Bastard.
really funny story about how he died, but I just love
Yeah.
John the Bastard. His mom fucked her way to the top for him, and then he fucked his way to the bottom for himself. So how can I not love
what a
that?
what a guy, you know? Yeah, I hear you on that.
Hell yeah. All right. So number
Classic.
5 is Ivailo the Cabbage. All right, which brings us to numero cuatro. If you're a fan of U2, you'll know what that means.
Uno, dos, tres, catorce.
Catorce.
Hello, hello. Yeah.
Hola. I mean,
This little
that's
place
fucking,
called Vertigo.
that's Irish bastards, you know.
Yeah,
Irish
they're the
bastards.
first people to play the fucking Sphere at Vegas. You too.
Dude,
Why?
They're so famous for how bad they are, and I want to like them. Classic rock Irish band. I mean, come on, and I still hate them.
Well, we all hate them because they were, without our discretion, put on all of our fucking iPods.
Yeah, whoever didn't hate them before that, they sowed the
No,
seeds
bro.
of hate there.
Their first.
Who wouldn't want our music for free? I mean, yeah,
Their
I don't
first
have
U.S.
Napster.
concert ever was on my birthday, but like before I was born. Not
Yeah, I was
right.
gonna say it was in 1997.
85, I believe.
When were you born?
Yes.
98.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Hola. So you don't remember Will
Wow.
Smith doing the New Year's Rockin' Eve show? I have a distinct
would-
memory
no, I
of the Millennium
don't.
getting rang in. He was singing, and there's two guys doing the headspin breakdancing thing. I'll never forget it. I was in my apartment in Hudson. when
What
I
for
was-
Y2K?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Millennium.
see, I have no memory. I barely
Yeah.
remember 9/11.
Yeah.
I don't know Y2K. They say never forget, but I don't even remember it happening.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. So that's number 5. So let's start with number 4. We'll do Dylan. You'll
All right.
start this one.
Yeah. No, I'll do first. No, I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. So for my number 4, I've picked another dude who's pretty fucked up, and
Good.
I appreciate that because, like, you know, yeah. All right, all's good. You go down as John the, you know,
Whatever. Don't even
Fighter.
pick one because you might.
Yeah,
spoil
John
one of our
the-
future
John the-
ones.
the-
They're all
John
John
the
to
s-
something.
John the spear thrower or John the fucking, you know,
John
like
the hedge clipper.
Spartan. You know, yeah, exactly. So all's good there. No, I got James the Rash.
Oh, the rash.
The Rash. Oh man, gotta love that dude.
James, you
James-
forgot to clean my diaper soon enough.
Yeah, James, I have a constant fucking rash. Okay, you want to see my rash? Nope. I'm all set. Just never ending rash.
James,
That's-
constantly irritated.
Constantly irritated. Or the unfortunate. He was king of Majorca from
I believe it's pronounced Mallorca.
Mallorca.
Mallorca from I just went through that. So this beer I'm drinking right now is called Leffa. And I always get it anywhere I go because there's no good beer anywhere that's not in the US.
Mhm.
And this is one of them that is made in
Goodbye, our
1240.
one Belgium listener on Spotify. It's been nice
Yeah.
knowing you.
Well, this is a Belgian one, but it's 6.6, and it actually doesn't taste like it's just pure alcohol, like the Chimay Blue or whatever.
Oh yeah, Jimmy
Um,
is fucking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right,
'cause
I
they're
don't
not
feel
looking
like-
to get fucking hammered off beer out there. They want to drink beer all day long.
Yeah.
This is one where people want to
Do
get hammered
whiskey
off.
sidecars like a gentleman.
Of. So
Go get Manhattans with
Your
your
beer
mom.
shouldn't be 12%. I mean, come on, let's get real here.
no, that's crazy. No, 6.6 is good, but I went to the liquor store and I was like, oh, do you have Leffa? Because that's how you pronounce it. The E's are like A's, you know. And
Like
and the
Porsche.
guy was like, hey, he is like partner. He's like, hey, do we have Lef? Do we need more Lef?
Oh,
like-
that will drive me crazy.
No, but dude, here's the thing. It's like the Porsche and Porsche thing. I don't say
Yeah.
Porsche. I know that's what the Germans say, but I'm here in
Porsche.
fucking not Germany. I'm not going to be like,
Yeah,
yo,
that
I have a
is true,
Porsche.
yeah.
I have a Porsche. Oh, my
Yeah,
dick is
because
up
in
my
English,
ass.
the E at the end doesn't make a fucking sound.
Yeah. But what about the word bitte? When
Bitte?
they should say bit. You say
Well,
bitte.
dude, when the fuck are you saying bitte?
Well, I'm just trying to have an example of
Please,
the E
please.
at the end.
Yeah, you say that when you're there, but you don't say it when you're here.
Okay.
He's-
but you
he's
wouldn't say
saying it-
bit if you
Well,
read
dude,
it.
you wouldn't say
he's
bitte
saying it
anyways.
In the way Where,
I've said it
like
every day this week.
Every time you close the door for someone, you say "Danke bitte." You know.
Yeah. I do
Uh,
that.
No, you're saying it like, yeah, Porsche is an English word as much as taco is an English word. We've no other way to say it. As for bitte, we have an English word for that.
Yeah, but
Right.
even when you say
Well,
taco,
exactly,
you pronounced
yeah.
it correctly. You didn't call it a taco.
Yeah, I'm not
pronounced
from
it
the
right.
Midwest.
All right, I got you. I
You
got
call
one
it
for
a
you.
burrito.
You know, here's one mozzarella. You don't say that every time you go to Market Basket. You
dude,
have some
come down to
mozzarella.
Providence. Everyone
You're
calls
right,
it,
because
everyone calls
because
it
you actually
mozzarella.
dropped- You actually
Mozzarella?
They all call it
in Italy?
mozzarella.
Well, that's some fucking
English
Sopranos
version.
bullshit.
Exactly.
No,
It's the
no,
Americanized Italian shit, like
The
gabagool.
Americanized
Mozzarella?
People in
they
Italy
dropped the
call it-
vowel at the end.
Sorry, Dom. I just talked over you for 5 minutes. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
We all did, yeah.
The Italian
We're trying to
American thing. The Italian American thing is they drop the vowel at the end. So
Yeah.
it's prosciutto, not prosciutto. It's mozzarella instead of mozzarella.
Yeah, it's
I'm telling you,
Sopranos
they
bullshit.
call
It's
it- they
not.
call
No
it-
one does
but
that.
It's not just both. No. Sopranos aren't making that up. I have coworkers
Sopranos
that do
were
that. It's
doing
a
what
legit
Americans
thing.
have done the whole time. They just did their version of it's American Italian people. They don't know how to pronounce Italian words and they're embarrassed, so they call it. I'm telling you though, they don't just call
They
it
make it sound
mozzarella.
Italian.
Get some prosciutto.
If they called it mozzarella, I'd be like, okay. They call it mozzarella. I'm like, it's not mozzarella, dude. And there's another word, an Italian word for a pastry called the zeppoli. I don't know how you pronounce it in Italian, probably like zeppoli. They call it zaplers here with the R. They finally use an R for the first time to say zaplers.
Love that.
It sounds like stapler. It's disgusting.
Yeah. So
These
so I'm
Italians
gonna
are
say
disgusting.
I'm gonna say James the Third of Majorca instead of
My
That's
lord.
fine. That's totally
Un,
fine.
due, tre. Oh, James Dre of Majorca. You know, I'm not gonna
What
do
would it
that
be?
on this
It's
fucking
a Spanish island,
podcast.
though, right? Right.
Majorca. Yeah, for sure. But it's
So why is it un, due, tre? It's unos, dos, tres. It's
I was saying
Espanol.
Italian. I'm gonna fuck. I don't know where the fuck he's from, dude. He's from fucking Italy. I'm right. So
Yeah, Mallorca
yeah.
isn't it?
So
It's a-
he's
it's an
fucking
island
Dewey.
off Spain.
Un Dewey Trey. Yeah, Dre.
But is it
Yeah.
Mallorca off of Spain? Or
Yeah, I
Yeah, Georgia
fucking
is.
thought so, but maybe that's Mallorca. Majorca.
Oh,
Mallor. Mallorca.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I was thinking
MAJ. MAJ is off the coast of
Italy.
Spain. Spain.
Well,
No,
this
no,
fucker,
no,
this fucker was
MALL.
born in
We can't do
Spain.
this. We can't do this.
All right.
Go
Just
ahead,
go,
Dylan.
go.
Anyways,
This makes for
his
a bad
uncle fucking Sancho died in 1324, and he inherited the kingdom. He inherited the kingdom of Majorca, and his uncle Philip, whatever the fuck,
Mallorca.
he's fucking shitty, so he got the name the Rash. That's all you need to know.
That's awesome.
Oh, like he shits and doesn't clean himself, so he gets a rash.
No, there's another guy on this
He
list for
is
that.
shit.
No, that's a
Don't
different
promote you.
guy on this list.
Yeah.
No, this guy
That's
just
a great
he has
Rash.
no fucking any story at all. He just tried to do shit and fucked up the entire time, and he died at
Yeah,
the
well,
Battle
because-
of.
He
Me?
actually was making rash decisions. That's probably why they called him that.
Oh, the boring
Risky,
version of
ill-advised decisions. He was
Crosby,
being rash.
Stills, and Rash.
Not that his
Crosby, Stills, and Rash, yeah. But I like to think of him as just a dude with a fucking rash, like a STD burn
Yeah,
on
That's
his
how I'm
ball
looking
sack.
at him.
That's
That's how I.
I'm looking at it, too.
That's how I'm looking at it
I'm
too.
gonna
Like,
vote
oh,
according
he's
to
very
yours.
rash. Like, no, his
He
ball
has a
sack
rash.
is
No, dude.
itchy
You'll,
and red.
You'll get itchy from looking at it.
He's a
Yeah,
rash
and
of a
if
human being.
you have sex with this guy, it's transferring to you.
You're gonna die. in
That's how it
24
works,
Yeah.
buddy.
He's
He'll
built up an
leave you with
immunity,
something.
you haven't.
And if you wear a condom, it's like HPV. Just the thighs touching will give it. That's how I know God's not real. You can wear a condom and still get an STD from thighs? Come on, dude. That's not
Ooh,
fair.
Yeah,
woof.
buns and thighs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buns and thighs. Good pick.
Well, and it's like
James
hot
the
potato
Rash.
too. If you suck a dude's dick who has genital herpes, it gets on your mouth too. So it's like hot potato. You ever play that?
Yeah.
Never happened to you?
Yeah, is that ever something you go through?
Yep. Not
Cool.
personally, but I can relate through empathy. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so
Nice.
here's my next one. I have another
A
Spanish
potato for adults.
gentleman. I know yours was Italian. Mine's Spanish. It's
Hmm.
Manuel the Sausage Maker.
What did he do?
Ooh.
Manuel, well, I'll tell you. I'm so glad you asked. He was the Prime Minister of Spain from 1792 to 1797. A short reign.
Thought he made sausages. Weird.
Well, yeah, he was born in an area of Spain that was known for making sausages. Okay, now we're tracking.
Okay. All right. Yep.
But historians are almost positive he wasn't named that because he was from that area of Spain that made sausage. is more of a double entendre because he had a long-running affair with the Queen of Spain. So he was making sausages, if you know what I mean, buddy. Okay. He was, Maria Luisa was getting her sausage nice and cased up there in Spain.
Nice.
So I love the idea of like the other guy in government banging the queen. Like, I'm the president of Spain, but she's the queen. But I'm making some sausage over there. Well, I'm from that area of Spain where they make sausage. So it's a plausible deniability situation. But now that's the kind of name that's funny, but you would like it. I'd rather be called.
And to think I blew my load on cabbage, now I'm not gonna be able to vote for you again.
Yeah, this was a good one, dude.
He didn't blow his load on cabbage. He did it on those royal cashmere sheets.
Take them to the cleaners.
Bastardos. Manuel the Sausage Maker is my pick for number 4. Which leaves us with Dom.
Well, I have one Richard the Crouchback.
The Crouchback.
So Richard
Good old Dickie
Crouchback,
Crouchback.
real name Richard III, the Third of England. Let me just,
I thought Richard III was Richard the Lionheart. I must have been off on that.
Well, it depends because this guy kind of led to the end of their dynasty. So it could have been a different Richard III.
Let's hear it.
But I'm not gonna,
Yeah,
elephant in the room.
No,
we're
don't.
all humans. Just don't embarrass him.
Sure.
Had a hump.
Oh, he was a Quasimodo situation.
Not as bad. No, he wasn't a freak. No, he was not a freak.
Oh, my bad. I thought that
Quasimodo's not a freak either. He's a genuine, cool, nice guy who just
but
it was just
Let's
happened to
put it
be
this
a
way.
virgin. It's fine.
This guy's imaginary friend was not Jason Alexander.
You think the gargoyles were imaginary in that movie? I was under the impression that they were alive. They did stuff
So,
to each other.
So
In the
Richard
Belfry.
the Crouchback. Think good old Ted Taft. He was just fucking hunched over all the time. He was kind of slow. And this motherfucker still marched his way into battle every time and fucking would kill people. And they were like, "Oh, get away!" Oh, and he was like, "Yeah." Like, I guess he was a bit of like about the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh my god!
As soon as they put a knife to his throat, he was like, "Sanctuary, sanctuary."
Sometimes they caught him doing it to himself, just so he could say it.
Yeah, he's like,
dude, what I gotta say
Richard, put your
about
knife down.
Richard the Crouchback is that we used to be a real country.
Exactly,
People used to be fucking like. Now you call someone a pussy and they're like, oh, hey, oh, I beeped you in my car. I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. Back then they'd be like, yo, Richard the Crouchback's up fucking at 40 yards up from here. He's kicking
they liked
ass.
him. Yeah, I mean,
Because
he's
one
fighting.
dude's trying to cut off his hump and he's gonna try to kill them first.
That's where he stores
And-
all the water.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He died of
That's why you
dehydration.
should
And it
walk
was-
for days.
Really funny. It was way funnier. And now people are like, oh, my
His
pronouns
only-
are
his
this.
only
It's like, dude,
armor
his fucking pronouns, Richard the Hunchback. Sorry, the Crouchback. Okay, that was his fucking pronoun.
It wasn't full hunch; it was more of a crouch. He was always like
Well,
trying to sneak around in video games.
Exactly, it's more of a crouch.
But most of his armor was on his back. That was still his weak point.
Yeah,
So he just had a shield on his back, no other armor, because he was always hunched over and not.
I picture him looking like a Krogan from Mass Effect. We'll put the picture up for the picture.
Yeah,
Right?
he had
It's
like,
like,
a,
it's
a
like when-
Japanese walk on his back. That just bolted on.
Walk this way.
Because like any video game where you can crouch, but you can run while you're crouching, that's
that's
just
him.
regular walking.
I play him all the time. Dude, you look just like him. Dude, that's exactly what he looks like.
Dude, imagine getting killed by that guy. You're like, shit.
Oh, shit. Well, that's why these dudes are funny, because they're all killers, man. Dude, like
They have
fucking
If you're a king, you don't
the
kill. You're a fucking
John the Lover of Elegance and fucking all these other dudes.
They
They
took
all fucking
lives.
kill people and just wait till our number one. It's so funny because they're like, these guys are here. But they're like, oh, hey, oh, you're a fucked. Johnny the macaroni fucking ballsack guy is coming to kill you. And you're like, what?
Dude,
Yeah.
that was my number 2. You can't start.
Oh, shit. Sorry. We should
It's all
restart
right,
this whole
I'll just
episode.
switch it up.
Johnny the macaroni ballsack guy.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
Yeah, he's the executioner. You don't want to fuck with him, man.
Oh.
The kills he has, his KD is like 1,000.
He's still alive. He's on a killing spree.
He sure
Running
is.
riot. All All right, gents. I think we should vote on number 4.
triple kill, Kilimanjaro, Killtacular.
Killionaire.
Now kiss
They
that
added one
guy.
later. Killionaire. Chameleonaire added that one. All right, let's vote, and let's take our first commercial break after we do number 4. I think that
Okay.
Dylan gets to vote first. Let's do a little recap of our guys.
Yeah, do recap first.
Yep.
We have Dylan.
I think it was a John, right? John the Elegance.
No, that was your first.
John.
Majorca.
John.
John Majorca guy.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
James.
James the Rash.
Joey the Rash.
Also
yes.
no, Jimmy, Jim.
Jimbo.
James the Third of Majorca, also known as James the Rash.
All right. I had Manuel the Sausage Maker of Spain.
Oh, fuck, that's good, dude.
And I had Richard the Crouchback. Not a freak.
All right.
affiliated with
I vote Richard the Crouchback because he was a fucking stone cold killer.
I also vote Richard the Crouchback. It's too good. He's too
I
good.
was also going to vote for Richard the Crouchback because I was
That's a
not letting
sweep.
that guy knock go.
We got to sweep for the Crouchback.
All right, guys.
Pick for guys with names or dudes with names.
Guys with names, and while we're on this commercial break, why don't you guys think about a guy with a name that you know and let us know. All right?
Dylan's a fucking pro this week. I don't know what came over.
We'll see you guys after the break.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Really shouldn't sneak up on a guy, you know? That's fine. You seem like you could be a loyal customer. I know that, in this year of 2025, obviously the world turned upside down, and unions don't quite exist anymore, do they? But you seem like a union guy, a cool guy, a guy I'd like to hang out with. Would you like to be part of a union that's digital? That's alright. Part of the free world in 2025, the far future, 30 years from now. You know, who knows what Madonna's gonna look like then? Probably harder than ever, if I had to guess. But if I had to guess who you are, you'll want to join the union, the Digital Credit Union. Join now. It's a non-profit.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dylan Joe Basement Podcast with Dominic. And during the commercial break, Dominic relinquished his bullshit to us, and he made up the entire fucking thing last time about Richard the Crouch Bag, and I don't appreciate it. And I said I'd come back and talk shit, and I did.
Hold on. I just want to say one thing.
Please.
He's a real person. I found out his real name and when he was born.
That
So
is fair.
Some of the stuff I say
I'm not
was
saying
right.
he doesn't exist. I'm saying my next person to be called Joseph the Tootie Face, and also he was the King of England for 20 years.
But was he a real
You're
person?
a fucking liar, and it will come out in the votes coming up forward. Welcome back to the podcast. We've had 2 of them down. It's called
Punishment.
Top Dudes with Names, and this one's number 3 on the list. And
The
if I-
third dude of all time with a name.
exactly.
Just no, realize
Third
how
ever.
important that is.
It's getting really serious now.
It's as important as if you replace dude with United Flight 93 and name
With September
with a
11, 2001.
field 2001. That's how important it is.
This is as serious as a heart attack while flying a plane on September 11, 2001, leaving Boston heading toward LaGuardia.
yes.
This is deadly serious.
LaGuardia.
All right. Anyway, so I'm going to go first here on our list. And my number 3 dude with a name is none other than Halfton the Bad Entertainer. Imagine how much of a
Oh,
shitty
God,
party
that's
host you have to be
terrible.
Wow.
to be known through all time as the Bad Entertainer. This guy sucks at throwing parties. A real
However, it
shitbird.
means he tried. I mean, you
Well-
can't be a bad entertainer if you don't try. He just tried and he was just so stupid.
I think that he didn't even try. It sounds from what I'm reading in the literature here. The literature says that he was known to pay his soldiers generously, but provide them with very little food and no entertainment.
No
Basically, no drugs, no food, no wine.
No, and no jokes. Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
didn't say-
no
no
jokes.
jokes.
Even. Yeah,
Wow, not even
that's
one
no
joke? Can you throw one in there, dude?
No, I think he was just he's like kind of a Ben Stein style king. Go ahead
Wow.
and march ahead and keep
People like
marching.
this.
I mean, how boring do you have to be known throughout all of history as the bad entertainer? I mean, I don't know. Because I think in our common phrase, it's like, oh, so he's an entertainer, but he's just bad at it. It's like, no, I think that if you translate it, it would be like Halfdan, the boring, wet blanket of a guy who sucks at being fun to hang out with. The king.
Well, and also like back then, it was like the style of like not like now where it's like people are cool. It was like, entertain me, Jester. Entertain me now. Do something funny. Tell me a joke.
Yeah.
You're like, oh hey,
It's from the 8th
what
century
happens if you
too,
take a steel tower?
Make it 2.
Make it 2, and then replace Jester with an airplane, and then
And
smash
replace
them into each other.
Entertainer with the Mujahideen resistance in 1985, and you start to see what we're working at here.
See what we're working with here. That's funny. This guy was probably like, oh, imagine an apple replaced by his.
By,
No, you know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm getting at here. You know what I'm getting
he
at
was
here, so.
boring and annoying, and no one
Boring,
liked
terrible. No
him.
good
Yeah.
jokes.
So, but he was an 8th
like
century
Dave from Church. Yeah.
King of Norway too, where they're. I mean, nowadays they're always known as the life of the party Norwegian people.
What is this
They're
guy's
always-
name again?
Halfdan, the bad entertainer.
Dude, also half.
And he was Norwegian.
Not a good name.
Halfdan?
Halfdan's
Full
not a
den.
good name.
He was only half den. It was like,
Ooh,
come on.
Yeah, not good. Norway and
my
Germany,
great grandpappy always told
not
me.
funny.
Yeah, exactly. Not funny. Not funny people. But
Switzerland-
my grandpappy
Switzerland.
always told me, don't half-ass one thing. Or no, don't half-ass 2 things. Whole-ass one thing. And this guy should have been more entertaining. And
Yeah.
anyways, that's my pick for number 3.
Well, it's good,
Halfdan.
but just Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, Germany.
Yeah, really
Not funny.
jovial guys. in general.
No, they
Not even
don't
close.
think things are not funny there, dude.
No,
Yeah,
It's
we'll
cold.
appreciate that.
it's cold and bleak almost all the time.
Yeah, well, sometimes that will make it funnier, but they chose to.
Yeah. Well, when your national dish is jellified, salmon liver, it's really not a whole lot to go on here.
But I met a bunch of dudes
Ever
from.
heard of a cheeseburger and replace cheeseburger with Flight 93?
Yeah, it's
Replace the fries with Mark Wahlberg saving America. And now you know what we're talking about here.
yeah. Now you know, baseline.
God, would that be so much funnier if we were recording that whole thing instead of the inside joke that everyone missed. But this is the podcast.
Well, that's on you, dude. So
It is. It
Yep.
is. Dominic, would you like to give us your number 3?
what's the point of a
yes,
joke if you're telling it to no
my-
one?
Exactly.
The sound of one hand clapping.
My number 3 dude with a name is Manuel the Grocer King. And no,
Oh, yeah.
not gross.
I think I
like
know this
he's
guy. Isn't he
gross.
the head of Market
I
Basket?
just crossed him off my list. I'm so glad you're saying him. Please tell us about his Portuguese lifestyle.
So, first thing I'm going to say about
Doesn't this sound like a guy from like the Queens, New York? He's like, he's Manuel the Grocer King. He's the biggest grocery conglomerate of 1997.
Well, it's like the king of comedy
has
with
the freshest
fucking what's his
peaches.
face? The king
Oh,
of
yeah,
comedy
Big
with
Bob's Beepers
Robert De
from
Niro.
Hey Arnold.
He's the king of
Beepers.
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the king of grocers.
Sir, what aisle are the Jello cups in?
Sir,
He's
sir?
the grocer. Oh, you should ask for the grocer king, Manuel. Dom, this is you got the floor.
Yeah, you guys are fucking stealing my thunder here.
We're selling your pick for you, but I guess I won't do it again. My bad.
So, my favorite part about the Grocer King, anyways,
The what?
the Grocer King.
Okay, I thought you said grossest king, and I was about to change my
No.
whole mind.
I can think of one. Osama bin Laden. Go on.
The
All
king
right,
of
dude.
comedy.
Manuel the First, also known as Manuel the Grocer King.
Primo Manuel.
His mother was the granddaughter of King John the First, also known as John the Bastard.
Hey, keep it in the family.
Oh, come around. Yep.
And he is
That's canon.
the Grocer King, also known as the Spice King, because he
Ooh.
was responsible for Portugal's discovery of India, Brazil,
Wow.
Egypt, multiple parts of Africa, and the capture of towns in Oman, Albuquerque. Different Albuquerque, definitely a different Albuquerque. I'm not
Probably.
reading off the list.
I would think so.
And was the main reason why spices got introduced into Portuguese culture.
So did he
Wow.
read about it because it was discovered by everyone else first?
He was in charge when it
He's like,
happened.
look what
okay?
they did.
I was the first guy to discover spices in Portugal.
He discovered those spices like Lyndon B. Johnson landed on the moon because
Exactly.
that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Nice. What a
And
guy.
you can thank him for chorizo. You heard us all there, all you Portuguese. You're welcome. To John the Grocer, whatever. His name-
Chorizo, you mean linguica,
Yes.
which is the Portuguese chorizo.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nerd.
I thought they
No,
were both-
I know this because Honeydew has it.
I think it's linguiça though, right?
I don't speak Portuguese.
I
think
have to
it's
still be
Montevideo.
right, even though I was wrong.
I don't speak Spanish, okay? I don't know.
No habla Spanish.
No habla your language.
Yeah, yeah.
Mallorca.
Wow, yeah, no, dude, John the Grocer King. Manuel the Grocer King.
Oh yeah, so we keep saying everyone's John.
Yeah, what a guy.
His,
What a
his
guy,
gra-
dude.
His grandfather was John the Bastard or whatever.
Yeah, no, his great grandfather was John.
So
the
think about
Bastard.
that. If his mom didn't get it in with a king, we would never know about linguiça. So thank
Yeah, there'd
Christ
be
for
no
that.
spices if it weren't for John the Bastard's
No,
great
no.
grandson Manuel the Grocer.
Did India
Manuel.
discover things the opposite way? Like they discovered saltines? Like in the year 1700,
No.
we figured out that food could taste bad.
They were like, ketchup? What is that?
Malt vinegar. Wow, it's a whole new world of spice
No,
and flavor.
India, last I checked, 'cause I know a lot of people from both places. When I go over there, they talk to me.
That was part
and-
of Corey Feldman's tour.
And they're still producing their own shit. Like, they're like,
I'm sure they
Indians
are.
are racist
bet,
towards
yeah, and they wipe
Pakistanis
with
because,
their
like,
left
oh,
hand.
Pakistan is their China. Like, they just make a bunch of bullshit that they hate. And so they're like, they don't even.
I'm also pretty sure China's their China too. They're like their Canada, except it's
No,
China.
definitely. But they're getting. Pakistan is like China #1 for them, I think.
Yeah. Don't forget, Pakistan is one of the only countries with a nuclear program. I don't know how
I
they
know,
did it,
it's
but they figured
crazy.
it out.
Unreal.
Someone did
So-
some handshake deals.
Definitely some good old handshakes.
Except switch out handshake deals with George Bush did 9/11, and now you know what we're working with here.
Now you know what we're working with here. Yep.
So, Dylan,
Nuclear
who's your
fission
third?
cannot melt steel beams.
No, sorry. You mean jet fuel cannot melt steel beams because the
Oh,
boiling point of stainless steel is like 3,200 degrees or something,
mhm.
and jet fuel only burns at 800 or whatever they say.
yeah. So in that case, it's impossible.
I like how you just got really loud when you were talking about jet fuel and quieted it
Yeah,
back
he
down
leaned
when
really
you were
close
talking
into his
about-
mic. He got really hot.
Because jet fuel. And then you kind of quieted down a little bit.
Mhm.
I appreciate that about you. It's very sensual.
I know a lot about Abdu Baghdad Al Ghafadi and his terrorist organization.
Except to switch that out with Ronald McDonald and introducing the Happy Meal in 1982, and it's responsible for more deaths than all of 9/11 combined 3 times. McDonald's is responsible for more deaths of Americans than any terrorist attack of all time. That's including Pearl Harbor and Arbor.
It reminds
Dylan,
me
your
of
number
something.
3, do with a name, please. Let's
It reminds
keep
me
it
of
pushing.
something.
Oh, God.
My number 3 is Israel Alderman, also known as Ice Pack Willie. Sorry, Ice Pick, not Ice Pack.
okay,
Either
it's
way.
way different.
Either way, it's fine.
Oh yeah,
Ice
what a-
Pack Willie.
Yeah, but the jokes have to change instantly once you hear it's ice pick,
Yeah,
not ice
yeah.
pack.
oh yeah, Ice Pack Willie would have been a whole
I
other
had,
thing.
I had a few ready already.
hmm
Not
I'll-
about
I'll-
What did you have while I'm getting warmed up?
I'll
No,
start.
you go. You
I've
go.
been Ice Pack Willie. I've never been Ice Pick Willie.
What's the difference between jelly and jam?
Good question.
I can't jelly my dick in your ass.
That's a good one, dude.
I like the real one, which is much more
Yeah, your
non-podcast
mom.
friendly.
About your mom.
No, it's about something else, but it's still fun.
Tell us, because I thought it was like I can't.
It's I can't jelly my dick in a kid's throat.
Yeah, I thought it was your mom's throat, not your. Yeah.
Maybe I heard the funnier version. That's much
Oh,
more.
sorry. Yeah, the funniest one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
I mean-
the most rude and crude. I'm a shock jock. Opie and Anthony are getting me hired for the next season, and the show doesn't exist anymore.
Well, shout out to us, and also shout out
I'm
to
part of the
Vremium,
Whack Pack.
Vremium Guitar Picks and Strings.
I'm sure
this
you'd
is-
love to be advertised after our
This is
jelly
our,
joke.
our famous. No, like literally the best guitar picks and strings
No, this
I've
is
ever
serious,
I've
though.
ever used.
They're
Um,
fantastic. Check them out.
Yeah, when I play guitar on
Vremium.
all three of mine, I use Vremium strings and picks. So reach out to them. VremiumRI.com, as in Vremium, like premium, Rhode Island, but no
Yes.
ode and Zland, just VremiumRI.com.
It's the number
for
one
things.
guitar products that I show off when girls come and hang out in my place. I'll put them like around the place like I'm a musician. They'll be like,
He
"Oh,
just hangs strings from the lights because he thinks
Yeah.
that's how it's supposed to be done. It's
that's how they
kind of
know that
embarrassing.
I'm a talented musician and I'm sensitive."
Yeah, exactly. So whether you're a guitar player or not, you should get them. They're good. And smoking
No, but
deal.
as
You're
far
not, you're not
as,
going to
as
find
far
a better
as they
deal
know,
anywhere.
I am though. For the record, I am. I do play guitar very well.
Yeah,
So they
we
know.
Yeah.
know.
They
You don't have
don't
to.
ever.
We told
They
you.
don't
you don't
last
need to,
long enough for to find out anyway, so it's the perfect.
Hey, at least I do. Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Hey, whoa,
So-
hey.
I
yeah.
snatched victory out of the claws of defeat, and I meant that as a pun.
Whoop. But seriously, best guitar
No, but let's
strings.
get serious though.
If you have
No,
questions, let us know. I mean, we use them. Me and Dom use them, and I've got a whole bunch of them, and they're fucking great.
Maybe it'll even make him listen to the podcast. I've already did 3 episodes featuring his album, his
Yeah,
his
you've seen him.
merchandise.
Him and-
You know, we'll see.
Yeah, him and fucking Wallace have talked, but it also does
Don't
remind me.
talk-
Speaking
Don't
of,
talk about
Don't talk
Wallace.
about
Don't
Wallace, dude.
oh
don't talk
shit!
about
Oh,
Wallace.
because wait, is he missing still?
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
we don't know
Yeah,
where he is.
We're very
There's a-
concerned about that.
Just
there's
if
a
you guys
flyer-
see him, don't chase him. That's all.
Yeah,
you
do
know?
not chase him. And there's
He
a
gets
flyer
spooked.
coming out soon.
Don't call his name. Just if you see him, leave out a couple of nips and open them up, and
Yeah,
hopefully
Four
he'll come
Roses.
by.
Lead him to
He'll
four
come-
roses.
he knows
and
his
you'll
way
be fine.
home. He knows the way. You know.
Yeah, he's just finding himself.
You know, if they're
Um,
cold, if you're cold, he's cold. Let him
Bring him inside.
if you're cold, he's cold. Bring him inside. But you got to do that with
And
Four Roses.
You
don't
have to coax
forget,
him.
and don't forget to join the Digital Federal Credit Union.
Mhm.
More on that later.
More on that later. But
Well,
yeah,
that-
so
at the commercial that already happened.
But-
early in the episode.
Vremium picks remind me of Israel Ice Pick Willie Alderman pick. See what I did there?
Mhm. Well done. He's a
boy.
pro.
Ice Pick Willie.
I don't know
Except
what happened to Dylan. Dylan discovered how to do podcasts when he was in the UAE. Apparently, he's fucking
I found-
professional tonight.
I
love
found.
him.
I found
You found
God
Allah?
over there. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and amongst the
Our father.
malls in the mall. Found God in the mall.
Anyways, tell us
Um,
about Ice Pick Dickie.
Ice Pick Willie, like Willie the dog who used to rape you.
Okay, yeah. Well, Will.
Yeah, you remember him? You've been
Of
raped
course.
by him.
I
You
can't
remember your-
forget him. I see his little
Well, so-
eyes
Jingle.
in my sleep covered by
I'm
his
sorry,
little
I
dreadlocks.
didn't see Willie. the
Dom
Raper
never
on
got
this
raped by
list.
Willie. Dom, you never got raped by Willie.
No, of course not. He gave me a Tennessee logjammer.
That would have been
You have been too young to get
federal
raped by him.
crime, yeah.
yeah,
He was too
yeah,
young.
that would have been a real problem.
it would have been
Um,
illegal for him to rape.
we
you
were
if you
old
were
enough
young.
to get
We were
raped
16. We were old enough to get raped by a dog. You were only
Yeah.
12 at the time. That would have been wrong.
without. Yeah, Willie would rape you around 3 a.m. and his collar would jingle, and
Yeah.
you can't do anything about it besides just take it.
Jingle jangle.
It's the only option.
Oh my god.
This is 100% true. If
Just
Willie,
ask Brian, his least
my
willing
dog,
victim.
Brian was Willie's bitch.
Well, he can tell
I
you didn't like it.
definitely
He
believe
liked
that.
that.
I
Look, if
definitely
Brian
believe
was
it.
most attractive, Willie's gonna rape him.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, dude. I mean,
But
You're
let's say
gonna get
Brian-
raped.
Saying Willie was getting sniz on the reg.
what?
Willie was getting sniz on the reg.
Oh,
he
Willie
was.
was getting
He's
way
getting
more,
that Canucks
way more
sniz.
before we did, and during and after. Willie was getting a ton of fucking sniz, dude. Yeah, he
Or
was
replace
raping
Brian
us.
with Baghdad and replace Willie with the United States military industrial complex. And now you know what we're talking about.
Now
They're
you
looking
see
for
the whole
gold.
picture
I mean,
here.
Weapons.
Exactly. An unwilling
Yeah.
participant in their machinations.
yeah. Replace Brian with fucking Kandahar and Willie with B-2 stealth bomber from the United States of
Now
America.
you can kind of
Now you see what we're doing here, okay?
Okay, now we're on the same page.
Okay. Yeah. You see what's going on here. So Willie.
But how about the real guy who's not a dog? Let's hear about
Okay, the real he's a dog. Don't worry. But
You dog.
that. A big bad
Fucking
dog.
same was Israel Ice Pick Willie Alderman. Pick like Jeff's company. Willie like the dog who rapes you. Alderman. He was a
Like the head of local
enforcer.
government allocation of funds.
Allocation of funds. And
In
so-
Israel, like the totally okay nation who's making great decisions right now and fully justified war. You heard
yes,
it here first.
this is them. This is exactly them. And so Ice Pick Willie was a typical, around the time of Al Capone, all his fucking shit, by Al Capone, I mean the old version of Osama bin Laden.
Okay, we have to get on. We can't do another half an hour on this. I mean, we can call it back later. We have to get on track here.
Anyways, this guy was smart. He didn't like some people because they owed him money or whatever.
They had it coming, in other
Gabagoo,
words.
whatever, you know. And
Yeah, they had Mozzadel on the layaway.
Mozzadel, yeah. He didn't want to
On
leave any.
layaway.
So the whole thing is that during autopsies, he didn't want to leave any signs of foul play after he killed the guy on a park bench in the middle of Minneapolis. You know,
I can't wait to hear how he pulled that off.
take a wild guess, dude. It wasn't with a 777 or a 757. It was with an ice pick.
Okay.
So
He
he'd be at the
lobotomized them
bar.
to death?
He'd be at the no. Actually, a little different than that. Same idea though. Believe it or not, he would
Okay.
be
Oh, I believe it.
on a park bench or a bar or whatever,
Sitting on a
and-
park bench.
and he would put an ice pick through their ear, puncture their eardrum, go into their brain, and then they would slump over, and he'd go, "Oh, they're just drunk," and they go, "Oh, ice pick Willie,"
Yeah.
and
That's their initial. That's their original Wet Willie.
dude, holy shit! You think that's where they came from?
Yep, has to be.
It's
Replace
gotta
ice
be.
pick with saliva-ridden finger in their ears with.
Oh
mouth
yeah,
ears.
yeah.
And now you
yeah.
know what we're talking about.
Well, Scary Movie did it too with a dick in the glory hole.
I'm not familiar with that film.
Yeah, you are. In Scary Movie, the
What?
guy puts his ear up to the glory hole, and a penis goes through
Kevin
one
Bacon's
ear-
on Footloose.
and out the other.
Yeah, it wasn't sex because it wasn't the it was
But
something
anyways, so after his time out, with,
How did they figure it out? Because every single person he came into contact with on a park bench had a brain hemorrhage.
else. Had an ice pick sized hole in their
well, what I
skull.
think is so interesting is that how did he get away with so many 11 murders and no one saw any blood coming out of people's ears and go, oh well, they're just bleeding their ears.
Yeah. Well, I
Whoops.
guess if you got too drunk and you bashed your head on the concrete, you might be bleeding out your
Well,
ears.
dude, I can use a microscope that I have right now and look at your eardrum and say, it looks like something punctured it, and then went
Bragging.
into the brain another 6 inches. Just a guess.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you
were
know
they
how, you
doing
know how
that-
good.
Oh,
Dom.
so what it would say is they would slump over the bar, appearing to be drunk, and Ice Pick Willie would drag them out like, oh, they're just drunk. I'm bringing my friend home. And then he'd put them in the trunk of his Cadillac and go bury him somewhere.
Damn. So
But
they
he
didn't do
later-
the autopsy.
He didn't get caught, and he later became a Las Vegas casino investor and manager, and then went to prison for tax evasion.
Wow, that's America
That's-
Oh
for
my
you.
god.
That's his
All the
entire
murders,
story.
no big deal. No one cares. Now IRS says you get paid. You're
Tax
going to prison,
evasion.
bitch.
They're
Yeah,
finding
that's
you.
Capone too. He went to prison for tax evasion.
Yep.
You can do whatever you want as long as you pay Uncle Sam. It's not a big deal. Looking at you,
Yeah.
Elon Musk. Just keep
And then
paying
he
him.
used to. Well, the only difference is Al Capone used to. The puss came out of his dick and infected his brain.
I think he meant to say pus, but it's probably
I
also
meant
true that
pus,
the puss
sorry.
came out of his. The puss
Probably.
affected his brain for sure.
Yeah, all the above.
See,
Just
but the
ask
funny
Julius
thing about
Caesar.
Al Capone is actually Dick Cheney, the ringleader of all the shit that happened in Iraq.
Replace Al Capone
Wow.
and replace Iraq with Chirac, which is Chicago in 2024. Now you know what we're talking about.
Now you see here. Yeah.
They actually do call Chicago Chirac now because there's so many gun deaths per day, more than there is in on like average. In the past 3 years, there was more American deaths in Chicago from gun violence than there was American soldiers in Iraq. That's so fucked up.
Wow.
Doesn't include Iraqi civilians. Now that number would be out of control, but American soldiers, per day.
All right, so that's
Are we
my
voting?
my no that's only one, right?
Wow.
No, because I
That's a
just
cool
didn't
William
love the gross
Shatner
stuff.
mask you got there.
I'm glad you know.
Whose turn is it, mine? Well, I already went.
We all went.
We all went. Oh, okay. So I had to vote first. Can you recap for the folks out there?
We definitely need a recap. 'cause
Yeah,
I have no idea
probably.
I don't even know what Dylan's was.
So we had Osama bin Laden, my guy, and then your guy.
Yeah. Al Zarqawi. Mine was Halfton the Bad Entertainer.
So bad.
And Dom's, yours
Mine
was
was Manuel the Grocer King,
the Grocer
great
King.
grandfather of
Son.
John the Bastard, and son of John the Bastard.
Grandson of the bastard.
Bastard.
Yes, that's why. Yeah.
Bastard came first.
Yes.
What came first, the bastard or the Grocer King? We'll never know. Dylan, and yours was Ice Pick.
Ice Pick Willie.
Hell yeah.
All
Well, I
right.
get to vote
So,
first.
Joe, you're going first.
And I know what I want to win, but because we've had so many sweeps so far, I'm going to vote for Halfton the Bad Entertainer. Because although yours two guys were right in front of your face, I think mine is a longer lasting slight. You know what I mean? The Grocer King, pretty nice. Ice Pick Willie, fearsome, cool guy. My guy, fucking loser for all of history. It was 800 years ago.
Still being shit on.
Still being shit on to this very day. That's my vote. And Dom gets a vote next.
Well, for my vote, I'm going to go with good old Ice Pack Willie because he's the only one out of the three of these guys that could afford a Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
This is true, dude. So true.
Or that was alive when automobiles existed, but we won't.
That's
Harp on that.
that's your viewpoint.
Yeah, the real one. Dylan, your vote.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but like that's just like
It's
your
Your
opinion,
opinion,
man.
Ice Pick Willie.
That's your vote.
Dude was a legend, man. Just like Hardin Cox.
Stop picking all my. Ice Pick Willie, our number 3, dude with a name. All right. Which means that Dom gets to start our next number.
Number 2
Number
of all time,
2.
dude with fucking names,
All time,
dude.
dude with a name.
Whoop, burp, burp,
Shit.
burp.
Let me hear it. Let me fucking hear it.
All right.
All right. Settle down now.
Oh, you can just be.
Pauline, looks like you don't have a job.
I'm gonna start with the old. Ooh, this is a fun one to say. Basarab, the Little Impaler.
Ooh, sounds like Little Dracula.
Also known as Basarab the Young. He.
Let's go with the first one because the second one's fucking lame.
Dude, he was grandson of Dan II, the illustrious Dan II.
How far? You have to be Dan the Second, the illustrious. Isn't it actually Dan?
It's actually
That is-
Dan II was his grandfather.
That's almost even more funny than that.
Damn, I wish I knew about Dan II instead. Hold on, let me change mine to Dan II.
No.
That'll take too much time.
No. It's only funny because his grandson is Vasilov, the little vampire.
Yeah, so he ruled from 1477 to 1481. I said that right. He got into power by overthrowing his cousin, who also named Barsabab, but he's the third. He's the old. He must be the large impaler.
Yeah.
And yeah, he fucking overthrew his own cousin, ruled the land until he was killed in battle.
Yeah, and this is all real, right? You didn't just make this up just to make
This is true. I swear to God, Dan II.
No, I can
It's
tell
a-
because it's way more
It's
boring.
really the thing.
And also you're reading more.
I gotta figure out what Dan II. Yeah, but Basarab the Little Impaler is my pick.
Nice. You're going to have to definitely recap that. I can't remember his name even right now. Little Dracula. Dylan, you get to go next.
Appreciate it. Yeah, no. Thank you, Dom. Thank you so much. I could pick Cadillac Frank. I could pick, Ice Pick Willie, Big Tuna fucking Arcado. But I
Lucky
decided to
Luciano.
go with another dude. And this dude is my guy. And his name is Three Finger Tommy Brown.
Hey, there he goes. He made an appearance on it.
Three Finger Tommy Brown, a.k.a. Thomas Lucchesi. In 30s and 40s, Corona, Queens, New York City guy who ended up running the whole entire fucking mob. But don't dare call him around East Harlem with the name Three Finger Tommy Brown.
He didn't like that, huh?
He will fucking kill you. You'll die, and he'll blow your fucking head off.
Did one of his hands have 3 fingers?
Yes.
Or that was because that could have been a cool name for an alcoholic.
Yeah, I know,
I'll take 3
absolutely.
fingers.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
actually
yeah,
has
yeah,
his
exactly.
fingers
Yeah.
juiced. Yeah, no matter what, he's
3
always
fingers of whiskey,
asking
please.
for 3.
Yep. Now that would be 3 fingers is just another ounce on top of the traditional 2 ounces.
On
So it's
top
like
of all
3.
the
We have a mixologist on the podcast today.
Well, we have people who drink on this podcast.
What makes you say that? Pardon me.
I don't know. But boy, do I look forward to a drink after a long day of work.
Wouldn't mind 3 fingers after a long day.
Absolutely not.
I don't care where
So-
they go.
This is a Italian motherfucker, Harlem dude. He fucking killed a lot of people. He
Well,
lost
you and
his
Dom
fingers.
can say what he actually is, right? You're both Italian enough to use a slur, aren't you?
Guido?
He's a gabagool.
I don't think Guido's
Uh,
a slur.
Guido Gabagool?
No, we don't have to. Keep it moving. Sorry.
Italian
Wanna say it?
mobster? You saying it? You gonna say it? Give me
No.
Frank Costello, 3 others
Papua
with Jesse.
New blank.
New
Blank pig.
I don't know. Guinea?
Hey!
Hey, guys, talking to my ancestors here. You know,
Ding,
it's
ding,
been.
ding, ding.
Dude, I got people at work where they go, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to go home. I'm going to fix this. Did you buy a new one? Oh, no, I had one laying around. What are you, a fucking guinea? And they're all Italian people that say it.
They like to
Wow.
have fun.
Love it.
I would also have accepted WAP or
No,
Dago.
because we proved.
White Anglo-Saxon
proved
Protestant is usually more German and
No,
fucking
you're
those
thinking
dudes.
of WASP. You're thinking of WASP.
Oh, what's a
is
WAP
spelled with
then?
a G. We did it as a podcast. We
A
did it on the
G?
Yeah.
Guap?
Yeah. And like El Wapo. WAP.
Yeah.
WAP.
Because
It means like
we had it.
sleazeball.
We had it on the podcast,
Oh,
myth or
yes.
fact, that WAP was not without papers.
Yes, and Dylan just completely deleted that from his mind. This is why it's so hard to educate the dumb masses.
It is. Yeah. We're a
Generals gathered in their dumb masses.
we're a small sample of the population
Just
here.
like witches as dumb masses.
dumb black masses.
Yeah, we're a small sample of
Oh.
the white population of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. So if we don't get it, then there's just multiply that by 10.
If we don't get it, then we can't listen to what Dylan's
We
going to say.
don't get it.
Dylan, please continue. I'm sorry I derailed you with this racism, which I did was not necessary. I'm so sorry.
It's
You
okay.
asked for
Racism
it.
is fine, dude. When you think about
It's okay if it's against white rich people.
well, dude, we were just talking about the dude who was like, what was one of our guys who was
Mark
the name?
Wahlberg.
No. No, but back then
Mark
you'd be
Wahlberg.
named as the fucking like the Rash, and everyone's like, oh, it's cool. Like it was
Yeah.
way worse for 40,000 years. Now we're like, oh, you were gonna call you a girl because you have a vagina and you can't deal with that.
Yeah.
So just saying, So
Dylan Shapiro making a stand this week.
that's right.
Facts are more important
So-
than feelings. Okay.
So this guy's like one of his last words was, "The only thing I belong to is the Knights of Columbus." And
Is this your grandfather?
dude, right? No, seriously. Yeah, it doesn't want to be called fucking Three Finger Brown. And my
He's a-
grandfather's
he's a-
last name was Brown,
Yeah.
He's
And-
a lifelong cock. The whole
and he was a
time.
lifelong Knights of Columbus guy. And
I
I'm
might-
still looking for his sword.
Exactly. It almost sounds like it was your grandfather the whole time.
Dude, was it my grandfather? I
It
mean,
might
is
have
this
been.
guy? I mean, they kind of look alike too. Holy shit! Holy fucking god! Am I related to this guy?
That's pretty good.
So
shot
anyways-
The
our
world may
past.
never know.
Anyways, what's so cool about
You
him
have to
is
go on
that
3 and me to figure it out.
what I think is just right. 3 me, no 20, just 3 because of Three Finger Tommy Brown. No, can you imagine that? So can you
Thanks for
imagine
explaining it for the folks.
Can you
out
imagine
there.
Can you imagine it's like you're in the fucking basement somewhere and they're like,
I
oh,
can
Three
imagine
Finger.
that.
You just wait till
I can
Three
imagine it
Finger
right now.
Tommy Brown gets out of his shift and comes down here, and you go, you
You're
just
doing
know
a
it's
bit
not
in
gonna be-
Sing Sing for fucking
It's
Fortnite.
not. It's not going to be good if Three Finger Tommy Brown. You hear that fucking
No.
phrase come down, you're like, I'm gonna get my fucking knuckles cut off.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about him. He's gonna
Only
come and
3
get me.
knuckles, though. That's why it's called Three Finger Brown.
Yeah, don't you play
Three-
that game with your grandmother, Dom? 3 Knuckle. It's an old people game.
Oh,
What is it?
you
It's
tell
called
me.
Pinochle. I think it's something else.
Oh, when your grandma fucking rubs you up against
No,
knuckles.
no,
like
no.
this?
It's like an actual card game or dice game or
Oh,
something.
okay. Because my grandma
Dylan.
used to hurt us all the time. It's funny.
Oh
Dylan,
yeah,
what
no,
are you-
his
what are you
grandmother's not like that to him.
No. Dylan, what are you drinking right now?
She's a sweet lady.
Drinking Long Trail Ale.
Mm.
Oh, so you're off the German beers then?
Belgian beers. And yes, because
Dom,
these
what do
well,
we
dude,
get? What number do we get? Come on.
you can only drink like 3 of these at a time because they just like don't sit well in your stomach. I had to take a Tums. So now I move on to the original American beer, you know?
This is Dylan, the guy who never takes any medication, eats Tums when he's drinking a beer because he can't stand it. That was one of your most insane statements of all time. I don't even really take any medicine ever. What? You don't?
We got a party shot.
Oh, great. All right, I think I'm still talking over Dylan's pick. I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, I'm done, dude.
You're
Dude,
done?
Three-Finger Tommy Brown, funny
Yeah, I
dude.
think you made your case for sure. That's pretty awesome.
Wow, nice head, Dom.
Thank you.
You gonna have any beer with that?
For all you listeners, you're missing out on. You can imagine there's a lot of foam going on here.
Yeah, Dom. You guys ever
Yeah.
use
It
white
looks like a
stuff at Home
sorority
Depot?
party in 2010. The amount of foam going on. All we're missing is highlighter eyeliner.
Do you have a
That's the name of
spoon?
my band, by the way.
Dude, our band's coming out soon, by the way.
Yeah, highlighter are.
I'm trying to schedule it. I'm trying to schedule a gig for next Friday where I just play Seven Nation Army on repeat for an hour
With Rhenium picks.
with Ramium
And
picks
strings.
and strings.
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 All right.
It's gonna be sick.
My number 2 pick for a dude with a name.
You guys not taking me seriously. I feel like you think I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I play Seven Nation Army. Doom,
No, I
doom,
believe
doom,
that
doom,
part.
doom,
That's the only part I
doom,
believe, actually.
doom. The whole time for 1 hour.
All right, we're playing Seven Nation Army, followed by Smoke on the Water, and then Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. 3 bangers.
It's gonna be fucking sick, dude.
If
Yeah.
we get an encore, it's gonna be very hard.
and then the intro, to "Dream On" by Aerosmith, but we'll stop after the intro. Keep it those 3 songs.
$12 will buy you a seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Exactly.
We also,
Also,
learned.
kids are free.
We also learned the opening riff to "Seek and Destroy," and that's as heavy as we get.
Exactly. Open and 2 fret. That's it. No more.
Yeah,
We're
ever
good
heard of
after
the
that.
heaviest band ever existed? They're called Metallica. They're fucking sick.
Sick, dude. Yeah.
All right, so my number 2 pick is a guy who also has a tie to an earlier one on the list. That's why I'm glad that Dom brought that
Wow.
up.
George Bush.
His name is...
Donald Rumsfeld.
Those are on my honorable mentions.
Colin Powell.
Those are
AKA
Colin Powell.
the big dog, Mad Mattis.
Imagine being the head of the
Sorry,
military and you
Mad
still
Dog.
can't change your name from Colin to Colin. Like, your mom does not like you.
Wait. What about Mad Dog?
Oh, yeah, Mad Dog Maddox. What is that fucking psycho?
Yeah, is that your guy?
No. My
Oh.
real guy,
Okay. all right.
I'll tell you what it really is. It's Einstein the Fart.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Replace
the
Einstein
Fart.
with. Sorry, go.
Not to be confused with Einstein. There's no N in the middle. Only at the end.
Einstein. That's
Einstein
one rock.
the
This
fart.
is Einstein.
Einstein the Fart. Now, Einstein the Fart, you might have something, in common with other guys in this list because he's an 8th century king of Norway, and is actually the father of Halfdan the Bad Entertainer. His dad was called Einstein
lineage.
the Fart. The lineage of shitty names. People were not a fan of this dynasty. So historians believe that the nickname might have meant busybody or loudmouth, but for all of history, we'll all know him as Einstein, as Albert Einstein, the Fart. I don't know much more I can say about it. That's all I got from him. He was the dad of the other guy, and also, I mean, this family just must have sucked. These are royalty people. Like, you're the bad entertainer, you're the Fart. His mom was known as Hilda the Open Legs, and it's all disrespectful all around.
Wow, they're really fucking real banged up family.
In more ways than one. They're more than 3
Love
fingers.
that. When
Absolutely.
your mother's
More
name
than
is
three
Hilda,
fingers
the
advantage.
open legs, you go, and then you're this guy,
That's a weird hill to die on.
See what you did there in that one. It was good.
Also, she didn't exist. I just tried to think of a slightly Nordic name and an adjective.
It's okay. Hilda, the open
You
legs.
son of
yeah.
a bitch!
All right, so yeah, Einstein the Fart. That's all I got. No, but that's enough from me.
Do you know why he got the nickname though? Any
Well, they
background?
think it was because he was like, they said the Windy City, Chicago. It's not because it's windy. It's because all the blowhards, they're blowing hot air out their mouth. Basically, saying like he's talking shit all the time, so he's the fart. Like he was talking shit. He had nothing good to say. That's why they call him the fart. But I like to think it's because he has all these flatulence, or he just was a shitty guy to be around.
I like to think, yeah. So like, dude, you guys
Look at
remember
that,
these?
Dylan. Look at that fucking.
Wow, you
perfect
did a
pour
little
now.
better.
No, you want to head on German beers.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just don't want to give you shit all the time.
Nope. I will
Dylan
take
the
it.
fart.
Dylan, dude, my niece. I called her on her birthday a couple days ago. She
Called her
just
the
turned
fart?
4. She turned 4. I was like, "Oh, hey, little lady, happy birthday." She's like, "Happy fart day." And I was like, "That's
Hell yeah, that kid gets
That's what
it.
I'm
Humor
fucking
never
talking
gets
about.
better. Well,
I'm talking
her
about.
dad's Pat Maloney. She's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah,
as hell.
that's where this comes from. Yeah.
She's gonna be funny as hell. Dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Like last year, we were sitting at lunch before I went somewhere, and
Yeah.
she made a face, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Just pooping, and farting, and farting." Dom,
She did
get ready,
farted.
dude. Dom, this is around the corner for you. Like very soon, it happens quick. You think, but you just
Oh, yeah.
pooping
Dom,
and farting
eventually
after
you're gonna
99
talk
Hudson
at a
is
table with your uncles.
yeah, just pooping and farting. And I was like, "There we go." It's funny.
That's my guy.
It's my girl.
Yes.
So funny. She's pooping and
Did you just
farting.
assume her gender?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So farting.
right.
Oh, I also just want to say one quick thing too is that
Please,
I'm
your
a little.
podcast.
It's our.
Well, yeah, well, it's
podcast.
all of ours.
Then start acting like it.
No milk will ever be our milk.
Because if you leave it out for an hour, it becomes our cheese.
That's from Billy Madison.
Yeah. Also,
Veronica Vaughn said that. So
No, she didn't.
yeah, she did.
that Veronica Vaughn is one
She's
piece
like, you want to
of
go
ace.
get a milk? She's like, no milk will ever be Billy. No milk will ever be
Ever be our.
our milk.
How about you,
Really
Sideburns? You want a beer? Oh fuck! I already fucked it up. How about you, Sideburns?
Alright,
You want some
go on.
milk rather than a
So
beer?
no, I just want
Are
to say
we
real
voting
quick.
or what's going on?
No. I
No,
have to
Dylan's
share
gonna say an
something.
anecdote.
To
You can't.
share something first. So why I mentioned Market Basket before I forgot why I was said that
Dude,
is
finally the
because-
end of the Market Basket saga. 2 hours in.
you got to give me some credit. I always come around.
I bet
dude.
you're glad you stuck around, folks. to end
It
the
always
Market
comes
Basket
around
files.
when you guys, because they probably are all thinking that, like, if someone, Dylan said something on Market Basket, didn't really come full circle. It is now.
Everyone's waiting with bated breath.
So I just want everyone to just, I'm a little scared, a little nervous, a little anxious about this. I don't know what to think
Well, tell
about
us.
it.
We're your friends. We're gonna hear you. Go ahead.
I will. Yeah, hear me out on this. I'm a little freaking out.
Okay.
I was in the pizza aisle at Market Basket today, buying pizza, and there was like a 3-year-old in the cart, with a dude, and
Did he have a name?
he probably did. The 3-year-old literally went down the aisle going, "It's the end of the world," and then the dad was like, "I don't know why you're saying that." He's like, he looked at me. He's like, "It's the end of the world." This happened today. What do I
I
do?
wonder what her dad's
Uh,
watching 24/7 on his TV.
Oh, it was a boy. It was a boy, but it was
Oh,
like an
what his
Indian.
dad's
It was like an
watching.
Indian dude and an Indian kid. It wasn't like these are like white
Oh, I did
dumbasses,
picture them
like
being
like
white.
like my kid would be. Like
Yeah,
this
I
is
picture them
like
being white.
like smarter people.
They
like
might have
they're
just been big
way
REM
smarter.
fans.
It's the end of the world.
Yeah,
as
it could
we
be.
know
Yeah,
it.
this kid was freaking out though. He was like, "It's the end of the world." I was like, he looked at him. I was like,
Yeah, because
he know
REM
something that I
sucks.
don't know?
His dad, he understands how bad REM is, but his dad thinks of the world, so he's
Hmm.
so panicked. He's like, "It's the end of the world." My dad thinks REM's a good band.
Yeesh,
Should I
that was
just
a long
leave?
Walk. Yeah,
I'm
go
just-
ahead.
I'm just
gonna- I'm just gonna
take,
leave.
take a lap.
Oh, it could
Take
be.
one lap.
"Ram, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum." Not saying he's listening to REM. Not saying he's not listening to that either. That's all me and Joe are saying. So now we vote, right?
Yep. Hey, vote or die, motherfucker. P. Diddy taught me that.
So I believe I went first, so I should recap first.
Yeah, go ahead. Don't recap. Just tell us the name.
Had Basarab the Little Impaler.
Yes.
What type of medication is that for asthma?
Basarab.
I don't know, but
inhaler.
it may
Zaz-
cause,
Zazrapine,
it may
the
cause
little
genital
inhaler.
warts, so be careful when you take it.
Okay.
Dylan.
Causes rapid heartbeat and death.
Anal
Because when you can
leakage.
breathe like that, you know you're getting puss.
Yeah, I had.
I mean, pus.
Israel Alderman, Ice KA, Ice
yeah.
Pack Willie.
No, you already did
No,
that
you're.
one.
Nice,
Sorry,
Willie.
I had 3-fingered Tommy Brown.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
that's right.
there we go. That's the guy I had.
That's it. That's
You guys know.
it.
it's a
Three-finger
joke.
Brown.
It was a joke, dude.
Yeah, joking around. And I had Einstein the fart. There we have it. So I think the voting starts with one thing.
I don't know why. It doesn't even
Dumb.
matter why. Because
Hard to
it doesn't
try.
matter how hard I
Keep that
try,
in mind.
because
Design is right as
I
splendid times.
am
All
voting-
I
so
know.
fart.
Some of this time is saying. Go.
Watch the clock by
I
while the
am
pendulum
voting
swings.
Who
for-
swings? Watch you count down. At the end of the day, the clock ticks like the waves.
So unreal.
Time goes. Okay. All right. Who goes first?
Big Fort Minor fans here.
Hmm.
Well, me and Dylan are big Fort Minor fans. Dom
Can I
is not a fan
fucking
of the
go?
Fort. Go ahead.
Dom's gonna fucking go, dude.
I'm voting for Mr. the Fart.
Einstein the fart.
Einstein the Fart.
You're talking about the
Because-
father of Halfton, the bad entertainer?
Exactly.
Real
He's
good.
the beginning of a legacy
A legacy of shitty names.
of shitty names.
Woo.
It's like
Mhm.
in Robin Hood Men in Tights when the lady changes her name from Shithouse to Latrine.
Just like that.
Put that
Classier,
clip in
yeah.
there. That's a good one.
That girl is built like a brick latrine.
Wow.
As in, she's made of stone, but you still want to shit on it.
Oh, God. Oh, good lord. Good googly
Lordy
moogly. That
lord.
thing is juicy. Dylan, your vote?
Trying to think here.
We have the little asthma attack, John freaking
yeah.
Brown, and the fart.
I know, dude. Dude, it's too hard to pick, but it's also not at all because the fart, dude. I gotta pick that.
The fart.
How do you not? I mean, that's an insane name
His
to be.
name
This
is the
dude is
Fart.
still, dude. This was. What I want to remind everyone on this podcast and who listens to it and who will remember this one day. That dude was a real fucking guy who was alive, just like us.
He was
the
a king,
exact same,
the king of Norway. During the
exact
height of their
same,
powers. This is like the Viking Age, the height of their powers. They
exact
He-
same
he
DNA as us,
may-
exact same brain, and this is this guy's fucking name forever.
He may have known Bluetooth, the Viking.
Oh
that-
right, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Bluetooth is
Yeah, because
named
Bluetooth
after.
was named. Yeah,
Yep.
I
It's
know.
all
We know
around the
this.
same time. It's the
Yeah.
same time as other Vikings that took over England. I won't spoil anything there, but yeah, it's a very similar time period.
Bluetooth, the
And
far,
with
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
I
Guys, you don't know that
Check
Bluetooth
out-
is named
check
after a
out Toy
Viking.
the
Yeah.
Line on Vikings. It's like episode 3. Check it out.
Check it out. Yeah, check it out. I'm gonna vote for
sorry.
Three Finger Brown because it sounds funny and terrifying.
Thanks,
at the same
dude.
time.
No, it's good. Yeah, Three Finger Brown's coming to get you.
I would vote for Little Inhaler, but I know about the real Inhaler, which is Vlad the Impaler, which I guess isn't going to make the list, but it's not funny
Because
enough.
we already
He's
did a
too
whole
mainstream.
damn episode on him, dude.
Exactly.
Like, he's,
That's why.
yeah.
he
So
couldn't. But anyway,
we're gonna pass on him, but yeah, I just think of like, dude, like imagine, like in The Departed, where
The Departed.
they're like on their knees in the like by Logan Airport, and there's like dudes lined up, and they're just shooting in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you're on your knees, and they're like, oh, here's Three Finger fucking Tommy Brown. You go, yep, I'm getting shot in the back of the head today. that's
That's just how my day.
what's gonna happen today.
That's my day.
That's not a
The good
dude
news
who
is it's
has
the last
mercy.
day you're ever gonna, the last bad day you're ever gonna have.
That's true. That is true. We got two things in common. We each are happy. Yeah. So let's all
Two things in
take
common.
another.
I hit you, you hit the floor. So that'll do it for Dylan to Basement Podcast. See you next week. Oh wait, you still have number 1 coming up.
Number one.
After this commercial break.
When we take a number one, and Dominic said he's gonna take a number two.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
It's time. See you guys in a minute.
You know, you probably have been hearing some mumbo jumbo about joining this so-called DCU. Let me tell you something. That union is nothing like our union, the 405, because we recognize it as DCFU. It is Digital Federal Credit Union. It will always be DCFU, DFCU, DCABC, OMI. Listen to our group. We're better. We don't use hammers, we use guns.
Welcome back, true believers, podcast faithful. It's the Dylan Joe Basement Podcast, Excelsior. No, this is not the ghost of Stan Lee. This is Joe, and I'm coming to you live from an undisclosed location to let you know that this next segment here, we lost the whole segment, so we just cut the whole thing out. So you're just gonna truck right along, and I'm sure you missed some funny references, some stupid jokes, obviously people talking over each other, but well, we didn't lose the segment. I mean, I'm gonna level with you folks. Dylan and my recording was just fine, and Dom's was absolutely silent, so we couldn't play it. And I figured I'd save you all the embarrassment. You know how Dom is. It's just how he is. He's I don't know if you want to call it bad luck, but I think we all know what it really is. He's a bad person, and he doesn't care about you folks like I do. All right, bring Wallace home safe. Call the authorities if you see him. Please do not chase after him. He will run away, and he might hurt yourself or others in the area. So, all right, babe. One love, peace and love. Peace and happy Easter.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dylan Joe Basement Podcast. We're your hosts, Dylan, Dominic, and Joe, and today we're talking about
Host.
guys with names. And we're in our final segment of top 5 dudes with names. So we can do a quick list of like the top 5 dudes of all time throughout fucking history of
Oh,
dudes
you're right.
with
We
names.
should do the top 4. It's that we usually do, right?
Yeah,
Count
so
us.
did anyone write this down?
I did.
Okay, so Joe, let's read these off.
Let's
and
read 'em
then
off.
we'll go to number 1, and then we'll wrap this motherfucking up, all right?
Sounds good to me, man.
Okay.
Dudes with names. Number 5. Ivalo the Cabbage man himself. He lost his head when he got power. Number 4.
So sick.
Richard the Crouchback. Great name. Fake story. I'd vote for him again, though, even knowing that. Number 3. Ice Pick Willie. The sadist himself. And number 2. Einstein the Fart. Which brings us to number 1. A list. The number 1 dude with a name.
What a great list. I mean, to think of this entire world, and these guys, like I said, they're the exact same makeup with us DNA-wise.
Yep.
And these dudes were getting names like fucking Jonathan the Grocer, like...
Also, I forgot my honorable mentions.
You know what I
not
mean?
to make it all about men, there's also Joan the Lame. I forgot about
Joan
her.
the Dame? Oh, like
Lame.
back in the day?
Yeah, she was fucking lame as hell. And whenever you'd be hanging out with her, it'd be like 9 o'clock. She'd be like, I have to get home. My parents are asking. Yeah, it's like, all right. No, but actually, I
Wow.
think she had spina bifida, and they were like, all right, you're a freak. You're like Richard the Hunchback.
Get the fuck out of here!
So Joan the Lame, honorable mention, last one. But now here we're on number 1.
This is getting
I don't
hot,
remember
hang
whose turn it is, but if we do the
It's
math.
Dylan is going first, but while he's taking care of business,
It's my turn?
Joe, if you were to have the blank as your suffix, whatever it's called, and your name, what would you think it would be?
I think it would be the Dig Beater. No, I think it would be the how long can it be?
7 syllables.
Okay. The charming, funny.
No,
Best
that's multiple
guy.
words. No.
Wow,
Oh.
nice. That'll be remembered for history.
Yeah. Joseph the charming, funny Biscuit.
Biscuit.
I don't know. It'd probably be something that I hate. Is like Joseph the bitch or something like that. It wouldn't be anything cool. You don't get to decide.
wouldn't-
That's
it
the whole
wouldn't be
point. You
Joseph
can't
the
decide your own
fornicator?
name. History decides for
I mean,
you.
if it was history, it'd probably be like
So you guys have to tell it to
Joseph
me.
Joseph the Red.
Probably something lame like that.
Because
Yeah,
you have
Joseph-
fucking red
it'd
hair.
be-
They'd be like,
it'd be
that's just
Joseph
how
the
it would be.
Scholar.
Like, oh, the red one.
Yeah, just memorable kind of some way.
Fucking Joe Red.
Yeah.
Which is where the origin of my last name, Chlamydia Kong, came from.
Yeah, exactly, from the red. Also, Dylan,
Yeah.
again, you can a little bit back. You're
Jesus.
blasting it. You're blasting this shit.
Wow,
out. Your
I know.
gain is
You're
blasting out.
splooging all over.
Well,
You're
yourself.
it's-
losing all of my fucking ear heads.
Yeah, well, can't
But
choose
yeah.
everything.
No, you can.
I'm gonna
pick
do
your
mine.
friends, you can pick your nose.
Yeah, you're up.
I would do
Europe,
Dylan-
Asia, Africa, wherever you wanted to pick it. It doesn't matter.
I would do Dylan the Maker. Take a wild guess at what movie that's from.
How to Train Your Dragon 3.
No, I think it's from Year One.
You think?
Oh yeah, year one. Yeah, yeah.
Year One, because it's like this.
Jack Black,
It's
Michael
like this
Cera.
stupid fucking Michael Cera. They're like, he's like, oh, what do you do? He's like, I'm a maker. They're like, what? He's like, I make things. And they're like,
An inventor.
what do you like? You're like a trade? Can you like make things? He's like, do you work on horse carriages? He's like, no, do you build better? He's like, no, I just make things.
Yeah, they
out
don't
of other
respect that at all.
out of other things. And he's like, so there's no value.
They
in
have
that.
that big dude from like
Not
other movies who
really.
always plays like the bodybuilder guy. He's like, oh fuck you, and like the guy with the long
Yeah,
hair.
like he has
You,
no skills at all
Golden Boy.
besides he
Oh,
can
he's
Probably
make.
Meet the Spartans.
He's really good at making forts when he was a kid, and it stopped there.
Mhm.
I like that one. It's a good one.
I like the one with David Cross, and he's it's Cain and Abel, and he kills Abel, and he's like, "What? No, I didn't. I found him like this." He bashed him with a rock.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't even know who that guy is. But then you say he's your brother. Well,
And you get McLovin.
that's
I've been
an
going-
underrated
I've been-
movie.
I've
That
been
movie is
smoking mad for 4
very
movies.
good.
Bill
Well, dude,
Hader
they
is
make
the tribal leader guy with the face paint like "Ooga Booga."
It's
Ooga
like,
Booga guy, but he also
when
makes
he's-
a
when he's trying to-
bicycle.
when he's getting kicked out, and he's talking to Bill Hader. He's like, "Yeah, man, I wish there was something I could do, but they want you gone." He's still still
Gone.
Bill Hader.
It's still him, yeah. Which is funny.
Dude, you remember when he makes a bicycle and you're like, oh wow, they're gonna make something, and he stands on it. It's not designed to do anything.
It's just fun.
It just crumples, and he's like, well, I made it. It's him. It's fucking Sarah, and he makes a bicycle, and you're like, oh wow, okay. So
Yeah, one of the
it
biggest
just
Super Bowl
doesn't
ads this
work.
year. Sarah Vig or whatever.
So funny.
All right, anyway, number one. Let's go. Let's fucking go, boys. We're gonna do the 10 minutes.
All right, so who the fuck is up?
You?
Me?
Yep.
God, you asked. Okay, number one, dude with a name of all fucking time is Joseph Bonanno, also known as Joe Banana. Joe Bananas.
Joey Bananas.
Joe
He's eating that
Bananas.
gabagool.
He's a gabagool,
You're kidding
Sicilia,
me.
Sicilian, New York City motherfucking dude who fucking ran all the fucking shit. He had a whole war named after him in the 30s.
What?
And yeah. Oh yeah, the
Banana War?
Castellamarese War and Aftermath was the Marazanos and Bananos.
You say
and it-
banana.
And
I
it
say
involved it involved oh wow. It involved Mustache Pete's. What the fuck is that?
Wow.
Mustache
Honorable
Pete
mentions.
is a
Everyone else
member
involved
of the
in Banana
Sicilian
War.
Mafia who came to the United States as an adult. Oh wow, Mustache Pete was a real dude. So he was in it.
This
and
is great.
then-
Dylan's number one. He's just finding out about how good his pick is today.
Is
You're
young
witnessing it
Turks,
live, folks.
Lucky Luciano, Frank Costello, Vito
Hey, that
Genovese.
guy's is a painting of him in Federal Hill, Rhode Island. It's literally the guy. He's
Yeah,
painting.
I know. Frank Costello. Yeah, Joe Adonis, Carlo
Lucky
Gambino,
Luciano.
Albert Anastasia, Joe Profaci, Tommy Gagliano, Tommy Lucchesi, Joseph Magliocco,
Wow.
Stefano Magodino.
It's too many people.
All right, Dom,
Giant
you say it.
war.
Blank pig. Papa New Blank.
Giant War, and Vincent Magdog Cole, Garmin. It's the Salvatore Bill Bonanno. It's the
Bill
coming
Bonanno?
coming together of the Banana War in
ring,
Joe
ring, ring,
Bananas.
ring, 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 ring. Banana
So-
War.
Yep, Carlo Gambino, Stefano Magdiano, Frank DeSimone,
I
all
got
these
this
motherfucking
feeling.
American lasagna motherfuckers. Fine.
Are you
And-
still talking?
Yeah,
These
and
lasagna motherfuckers.
I am still talking.
Dude, that's way
and-
funnier than calling people slurs. Be like, you lasagna motherfucker, yeah.
And
What are you, fucking ravioli toli?
What do you put on like
yeah,
your bread, piece of
yeah,
shit?
Tony Ravioli.
Okay, there, lucky macaroni.
Yeah,
All right,
so
then, Lucky Strike.
Cavatappi.
So, dude, so
fuck
this
outta
dude,
here.
he ran the whole
Orzo.
goddamn New York crime ring in the fucking 30s and 40s, and then eventually died in some goddamn time of like 2000.
That's pretty
But
funny
he
because
was
if they
no-
were still in their home country at the time, they would have been put to the sword by their fearless leader.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Benito
The motherland,
Mussolini.
the
When
motherland, yeah.
America, land of the free, home of the, twisting crime to your benefit and becoming majorly big players in places like
So-
Chicago, Providence, New York City.
Joe Joe Bananas, Joseph Bananas,
I'm bananas for
also
Joey
known as
Bananas.
Joseph Bonanno, also known as Joe Bananas, get called Joe Bananas because he was fucking bananas, and that's why he was called that.
'Cause he
No
wanted
other
bananas.
reason. He didn't have like a banana import business or whatever it is. They just said he's Joe Bananas because he's fucking insane.
Not because his name is almost 2 letters off the word banana.
That's not what they're saying on the line. They're saying, no, yeah, it's close to
It's
banana,
all
but they're like,
Also, his
like,
name's
oh, Joe
Banana.
Joe Bananas, he's fucking bananas. So all of a sudden, dude, just like I said about everyone else, you're in the basement and you're fucking locked up and like, all right, dude, well, Joe Bananas is coming down to have a word with you real quick.
Yeah.
Or you're at the casino table and Joe Bananas is coming over to talk to you. It's not good.
Leave
when
your
there's a
chips
name
and
like
walk
that,
away.
It's not good. Time to get the fuck out of there as quick as you can. That's Joe Bananas. And the reason I picked Joe Bananas is not just that, besides the fact that he actually is the accumulation of all dudes in the mob with fucking names.
Mhm.
Hear me out on that. Dudes in
Yeah.
the mob with fucking names. All part of the Joe Bananas bullshit.
The Banana
Um,
clan.
Dude, since
Banana Republic.
since birth, my grandfather, Brown, just like fucking dirty,
Finger
Boy Brown.
what?
3 fingers, Brown.
Three Finger Brown, could be my grandfather. My grandpa Brown called me Joe Bananas since I was like 1 years old.
So
And
you
I
knew.
just thought it was a cool name. Now I realize that he was born around the same time as Joe Bananas. And Joe Bananas is a real dude. And he called me Joe Bananas because I'm also fucking insane. So
You are.
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense,
It does. It makes your.
So I was like, hey, Joe Bananas. I thought it was just a fucking name. No, Joe Bananas was a fucking guy, a real dude with a name. So replace Banana with 9/11 and Joe with Osama bin Laden, and you'll know what I'm getting at.
now
Here.
you can kind of see what we're.
You can
trying to
see
grab
kind of
at
what
here.
we're going at here.
This is a way to approach the subject matter that you can. It's more approachable, and understandable for the wider
Understandable
audience.
to us regular folk. Joe Bananas, motherfucker. On
Joe
you guys.
Bananas. Joe Bananas.
Bananas. Joe Bananas. Yeah.
All right,
You don't
Joe.
want to be hanging around LaGuardia Airport
LaGuardia.
on your knees, and then they tell you that Joe Bananas is showing up in a yellow Cadillac, and he's
I'd
not
rather
gonna
have
he's
ice
gonna
cream
want to
with
have a word with you, and you're not gonna like it.
He's not gonna not have a yellow Cadillac. I mean, look at his name.
Joe Bananas, yellow Cadillac.
Oh, his
See what
trunk is brown. You can tell he's ripe and ready to go. He's gonna fuck your ass up.
Exactly. How do you think
Joey
of the name Joe Bananas?
I'm bananas for Joey Banana. Banana.
Name.
All right, so it's my turn.
Yeah,
Joe, you got
yes,
anything?
Joe Bananas.
Bananas. All right, so my number one dude with
Dumb.
a name.
Dylan.
Joe.
Dom.
Go.
Dylan.
Joe.
Doctor.
Mom.
SpongeBob.
Dad.
Mom.
No, this is Patrick.
I am not a Krusty Krab.
My number one pick for a dude with a name is James the Shit.
Solid dude.
Also known, but Dylan let me know, also known as James the Beshitten, which is
Yes,
the most popular
honorable
name.
man. Absolutely, bring in there. Yeah.
Another name for James the Shit. And let's not get it twisted, folks. Nowadays, if my name was Joe the Shit, I would feel great. This guy's
It
the
is.
shit. Like
Well, it
that's,
is,
that's a
dude.
compliment. Like this guy is the shit. At the time, not a compliment. It means James the fecal
Thanks,
matter.
man.
Bad
Not a
news.
compliment.
James the Shit, also known as James II of England. He inherited a kingdom. This is James the King of England. So now we're on James the 100th or whatever, James the Shit. He inherited a kingdom, for all intents and purposes, prosperous, peaceful, and financially stable. Basically, they handed him a silver platter. They go, just coast, man. Just be Louis
Wait,
the
so
Do
he
Nothing.
was financially stable?
He inherited a kingdom that was that. Like basically, they handed him a silver platter, a perfect kingdom, just maintain.
Oh,
that.
so but he didn't inherit it from John, the lover of arrogance.
I don't
Elegance?
think
No,
I
he got it
don't.
from John Lovitz.
I didn't look
Oh,
enough to see what his
okay.
dad was, but basically, it was all right. When
It
he
wasn't.
became king-
No, it wasn't his dad. Trust me.
no.
No, there's no way. No
So
fucking way,
he-
dude. Not
he
him.
took all that, the peace, the prosperity, the financial stability, put it all in the fucking trash can. They went to war. They lost a shit ton of money, and all the prosperity was out the window. It became so much of a problem that the King of England was like, "I better get the fuck out of here." Like, can you imagine how much you have to fuck up at the time for the king to be like, "I should probably leave. It's not good for me."
Not a good sign.
So he took
Bad,
his
dude.
private jet over to Ireland, Taylor Swift
Yep.
style, to try to be
Mhm.
like, all right, well, they'll I have enough money, enough influence to get over there. He goes over to Ireland, makes friends there, and then betrays them immediately. And they're like, you motherfucker, we're going to call you James the Shite, you fucking asshole. So basically, he got handed the world. He won the lottery, sold all of his goods, ruined all the money, then moved over to some other place and goes, all right, fresh start here. Did it again. I mean, come on, dude.
What's an asshole?
What's an arsehole? Always an arsehole. Am I right there, buddy? James the Shite is my pick for number one. He's so bad that of all the names I've heard on the list, I never saw one as James the Shit. You piece of shit. The King of England.
As long as he thought it was funny, that's the whole thing. Is that if
I
he,
don't
if
think he thought it was funny. The kind
he
of guy
just
who
he
did
just
all
was
that.
he just was
I'm pretty
in
sure he was
remorse the whole
like,
time.
What are you guys so mad about?
Oh, that's why he's the
I-
shit because he's like just
a
all
piece of
over
shit.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
if
not
he-
even
I-
happy. He doesn't have any
In
interest.
Ireland, I
He's
don't know
just
if people know
fucked
about
up.
history, but Ireland, not a big fan of England. So if you go over there and you're like, all right, now you're my friends, and then you shit on them too, like, that's not good, you know. James the Shit.
God
Number
damn,
one
what a
dude with a name.
what a dickhole.
The shithole. He's one of those shithole countries that our former president was always talking about.
Shithole countries.
Well-
Speaking of shithole countries, my number one.
I'm so glad you
person-
said trees.
my number hole. number.
My number hole? 3. Reach
My
my,
number
brown
one
fingers.
dude with name is Ivar the Boneless, son of Radnar Lodbrok. His legs didn't work. He was a badass Viking who couldn't walk. But
Wait, is
you know,
that true? He couldn't walk?
Yeah,
I thought he was boneless because he just could take a fucking halberd
Yeah,
to the chest.
Yeah.
didn't fucking
he
do shit.
killed people. He was a warrior.
yeah.
He's in a
Yes.
wheelchair,
He was a
rolling
wheelchair
around.
warrior? Would they wheel him
He
in? And,
fucking killed people. He was the crazy motherfucker.
are you sure that wasn't just on the show? They had it was in a wheelchair. I'm pretty sure he fought people and killed people.
When were wheelchairs invented?
Yeah,
Through him. No, see,
I don't know
the
about
problem. I didn't want to talk
because
about
I
this
had him
part
on
of
my
it.
list too. And I'm pretty sure he didn't have a wheelchair.
Joe
wanna-
Bananas would
I
fucking
didn't-
knock those wheels off.
I didn't want to talk about this part.
Maybe he had it later in life when he
Highly
struck.
disputed why.
Have you
had
ever
it.
seen a wheelchair versus a yellow Cadillac? Sorry, Doug.
Let's
Go on.
focus on the
Go on.
important part, though.
This is rough for his number one pick. The guy didn't even walk.
See, you're talking over all the shit I'm saying. I'm not going to repeat myself because you're a bitch.
You probably should
Then
just for the
piss on
podcast.
us.
I'm sorry about that.
Let's talk about
Yep.
the more important things about Ivar the Boneless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He went to attack. It wasn't England yet. Northumbria.
They had handicap parking in Northumbria.
Shut the fuck up. He was trying to fight the king. And
Elevators and
he
extra
fought, and
wide
he went,
doorways.
you know what? He was like, we're not going to win this. We're not going to win this. Can we just talk this out? And he was like,
Of course,
How
you want to
about-
talk it out. Could we please come to an understanding?
Do you have any eloquence,
Can we
please?
please? Let's all be friends here. I can't believe we can't come to an understanding here.
My Ozempic has run out.
Where is my EpiPen? I'm allergic to bullshit.
Have you ever heard of hernia mesh?
Mesothelioma has affected my family for years. I'm part of a class action lawsuit against the King of Mercia. And
Morgan and Morgan and Fucking dude, Barry
done?
Feinstein. No, dude, you look like you're on the computer or something.
I was waiting for you to fucking stop.
Yeah, I was waiting until we ran out. We did run out.
I manage my diabetes with
Uh-huh.
John, take
diabetes
him over.
drug.
He's lost his
So he,
I tried.
He said
I tried.
He'd give up.
I'll find out, though.
He
Don't
just
worry.
want, shut the fuck up.
Go on. We're listening.
Yeah.
The longer break you take, the more we're gonna talk. Just power through.
He gave up and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to fight you. I know I'm not going to win. Just give me enough land, whatever I can cover with this ox skin. And he cut it so thin, it made a bigger area through it. And then he was,
leprechaun
but
trick.
the condition was, I'll never fight you. We'll never go to war. And a year later, Ivar goes, oh, by the way, I'm going to kind of take your city now. Goes in there, takes us really crazy, grabs the king, and according to legend, I don't know if you know what a blood eagle is.
Yeah, if
They blood eagled him apparently, where they string your arms up and they take a hatchet and break away at your spine with the hatchet until your ribs break free and open up like wings.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's also
they
called something
pull your
else.
guts out through your back.
Yeah, like
And,
you,
if
they
you're-
make
if
you into
you're-
like an angel.
Yeah,
If you're a Norse man getting blood eagled, if you don't make a sound during the process, you can still go to Valhalla.
Thank God.
which has to be impossible, right? There's no
Yes.
fucking way anyone ever. There's more of a threat to be like, don't be so noisy about it. Like you're gonna make a noise. That whole process, it's like, hey, I'm gonna hit you in the face. Don't blink. Like, okay, yeah, I'll try.
I know one guy who didn't do that.
Who was it?
Actor Wilfred Brimley, who died at age 85 in 2020, who's the actor who became an internet sensation for his pronunciation of diabetes.
Also, head
He
coach
was
of the Kansas City-
he did not have that happen to him. He did not have that happen to him.
Yeah, but what if you place diabetes with Al Qaeda and Wilfred Brimley
Let Dominic finish.
with the Pentagon?
I'm done.
Okay.
I didn't
Let's
have. I'm
vote.
so glad I didn't pick Art by the Bones. I didn't have any of those facts at all. I had more of the shit about
If
how
you
he
didn't
was
say-
boneless.
If you didn't say him, we wouldn't have brought diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have.
I
So you
think
can be
he's
mad
cool.
all you want.
Yeah, you ready to vote?
Yeah,
I
vote
am,
for
yeah.
Wilford Brimley, number one pick,
I also vote for Wilford Brimley.
number one dude with the name.
Because he
No,
goes by the he goes by the
Wilfred
diabetes guy.
Diabetes Brimley.
the diabetes.
Should we add him to the list?
No, we can't. It's
Nah.
too late.
He's
in
a
the game.
modern day dude. I mean,
Honorable
He
mention.
supersedes lists.
he just died. Should we have a
He didn't
memorable?
just die. It's been a few years.
It's been 4 years.
Well, he died way
Well-
later than we thought. Have you ever seen him in Cocoon? He's like 20 years old. He looks the same as he did when
I've
he died.
only seen him in diabetes commercials
He's in Cocoon.
and on the.
Joe, are
sidelines
you
of the
fucking
Kansas
around
City
here right
Chiefs.
now?
Hmm?
Are you fucking around
Brimley?
right now?
Oh yeah, no, Brimley in that thing. He's like 40 and he's playing like a 67-year-old man, and he nails it.
Wait, dude, his first role wasn't the diabetes guy?
No, he was a famous actor, and diabetes was his
That's
last
not
role.
true. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
guy
he's not-
was
he's-
something
He
before
was,
diabetes.
He was a character
Yeah.
actor. That's why they hired him for it. He's a
What?
character actor. He's been in multiple 80s movies, 90s movies. He's been in a couple movies in the 2000s, but he was basically winding down his career, just doing the diabetes commercial. Like, he is an actor, dude.
Holy shit.
He was a stage actor when he was younger. That's how he became famous. He became famous like in his 40s, and he looked like he was 60 at the time. It's crazy.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck, dude. I thought that
Look
he
at
was
his
just the
IMDb
diet.
page. Wilford Brimley and a ton.
I manage my diabetes.
Oh fuck yeah! He's the head coach of the baseball team in The Natural, which I just
There you
don't
go.
know
Yeah,
if
so
you've
he's in a
ever
ton
seen.
of shit. You wouldn't even think
What?
about it. Yeah, he's a big actor. It's like how
Dude, I
Dan
thought
Marino
he
does,
was-
like, the
Dude,
diet
he's in
commercials.
Ewoks: The Battle for Endor.
What? I gotta rewatch
Serious, dude?
that. What does he play? Wicket?
I don't know.
Oh man, yeah, no, he was a big actor in the '80s. That's
Holy
why they got him
fuck,
for
dude.
diabetes.
Well, I
They
thought he
got
was
that-
always just the diabetes guy.
Well, to us he was, but you don't look at his history, dude. For a lot of
Holy
people,
shit.
Shaquille O'Neal is the icy hot guy. They don't know him as the
I
all-star
don't know about
NBA
that,
player.
dude. Yeah, that's
Shaquille
pushing
O'Neal's
it,
the
dude.
guy that lost to Aaron Carter in a basketball.
Yeah,
game.
when he got beat by Aaron Carter. Yeah, no, he did other shit. But anyways, we had to
Holy
recap. We need to
fuck.
vote. We need to fucking wrap this puppy up.
Yeah, we do.
We're going on
Yeah.
2.5 hours at this point.
Well, yeah, the top.
Yeah, I gotta go to a 4-year-old's birthday tomorrow, so I gotta
Yeah,
really
so we
get
need
some
to-
sleep,
Buckle
Oh,
down
yeah.
here.
So
So
I
yeah,
got a
let's
nice,
recap.
nice picture of William Briefly hula hooping.
Hula hooping. Jesus
Not
Christ.
kidding.
All right, so Dylan, who did you have?
Banana. for Bonanza.
I had Joe Bananas, dude.
Joe
course.
Bananas. I had James the shit.
And I had Ivar the Bone.
Can you spell shit for me?
SHIT. What are you doing?
What? What are you doing?
We're gonna vote.
I'm screen capturing a picture of the diabetes guy doing hoops.
Okay, well that's definitely worth it. I just didn't know you were doing that.
No, it is.
I thought you were
Share
going to
this.
talk. That's why I didn't say anything. It's so funny when someone's
No,
doing nothing,
no,
we
no,
don't
no.
talk. But when Dom's trying to make a point, we can't stop talking. We are
Mhm.
a podcast.
It
Yep.
means
But
it
yeah,
means
let's
we
vote.
like
I'm
you.
used to it.
Let's vote. Who's voting first? I think it's Dylan.
Dylan was voting first.
For number one, dudes with names.
Dudes with names. Oh my god, dude. I mean,
Ty,
I
Roger
dude, I
Thomas,
got
Joey Bananas and
I gotta fight fucking Joe Bananas, dude. You guys can fuck off.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. I'm gonna vote for James the shit because he did. Oh my god, that's not him.
That's not. That's not.
Guys, focus. Focus.
How can I? I mean, I love whoever this guy is. He's fantastic, but it's not him.
That's William Brimley, dude.
Wilford Brimley, and it's not him.
That's fucking him, dude. That's the Who the fuck else is this dude? He has a
It's
fucking.
a guy who has a same.
He has a
facial
triple
hair.
bypass scar down his fucking sternum,
Well,
and he's old as fuck.
in
Who
that
else could
case,
it be?
They're very similar.
Dylan,
They're very
Dylan,
similar.
it's an AI picture.
It's not.
It is. I found
This
it
is-
Dude,
the
Dylan, look at
prompt
it. Look
is
at his
William-
top right hand. Look at his top right hand, dude. Look at his hand. Click on it.
Oh
again.
my
No.
god, dude.
Look
No,
at
I
his
see
hand.
it. I see
Click
it.
on the
Yeah,
one
I
on
see it.
100% Right. It's not.
Dude,
a
I
real
see it.
picture.
The prompt is Wilford Brimley expertly hula hooping at a music festival.
Look at the muscle.
Wait, you
But
tell
you're
me
right, he
this
has a
isn't
fuck-
real, dude?
Click on
That's AI. It's
no,
an
no,
AI
that is
picture.
him.
This
No, that's not
isn't AI, dude.
That's
this isn't
him.
AI.
It's from Crayon. And it's,
None of this is AI.
No, that's definitely him too.
None of this
Look
is
at
AI.
his hand, dude. Look at it.
Dude, this
There's so many
isn't
versions
AI,
of-
dude.
Oh my god. You guys, if you want to watch the pictures, they're all
This
up here.
isn't
Right?
AI, dude. This is
Oh my god.
this is the diabetes guy. All right,
Yeah, this
guys,
is all
go
shit
on.
that Dylan thought
All right,
was
guys,
real.
stop. Just get to the point.
Yeah,
Dylan, you have to vote. But no, Dylan has to.
I
no,
voted. I
voted
voted.
for James the shit. James the shit.
I voted. I voted.
simply
AI is gonna take over the
because
world.
simply because of how well he defended him. I got to go with Joe Bananas.
Joe Bananas takes it. The number one dude with a name.
Oh, I gotta shop scream a screen.
Yeah, you do.
You have to
I don't know
shout,
how.
scream, scream.
Shop share scream. Wow. Do you see this?
Look at that.
Dude, I don't know how. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Holy
this happens
shit.
in my work every day. You can't
Oh my god.
do that. Oh, there you go.
Joe Bananas taking the lead, guys. Number one dude with a name of all time. Joe Bananas.
Joe Bananas.
Joe Bananas. Joe Bananas won the fucking thing.
There we go. That's how you do it, gentlemen.
That's how you do it, guys. Joe and Bananas goes together like peas and a
Bananas.
pod and a banana.
There you
Peas
go.
and carrots.
And that's it.
Let's give it a wrap.
Any, Joe, tell your segment, dude. I mean,
Oh
this
my
is your.
god, what the hell's wrong with me?
You're just gonna say that's it, boys? No, Joe. Here's your time, dude.
Finals ball.
Oh,
All right, I'll go first in final thoughts. I think this is a fucking great idea, thought of by Dylan Reed. Obviously, we had plenty of time to think of names, but we didn't know it was going to be a top 5, and I'm fucking glad we did it, because I love the top 5s. I love the names, and I wish I would have thought of mobster names, because there's a whole cache of amazing names that are right in there. And maybe next time we'll do the same list, except we can involve people who are black, too.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, no,
my
good
final
point.
thoughts.
Yeah, maybe women as well, actually.
Well, I had Joan Lane, but that was last resort. So yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, women
But,
and
yeah,
black people.
Nicknames in
Well,
history.
we had it. Well, but don't forget that we had handicap because
I
Dom
didn't
brought
put
a
in
guy.
Suleiman the Magnificent. That
Dom
could have
brought a guy in a fucking wheelchair, so we're good.
You guys
complete
suck.
news to me that Ivor the Boneless was an invalid, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Final
Dom.
thoughts, Dom?
My final thoughts are a lot of dudes, a lot of names. They're all good.
All right.
Very good. My final thoughts are that I'm glad that because we didn't have any black people or women, that we had at least one guy in a wheelchair, and I really mean that. And I also want you to know that Joe Bananas could kill anyone in this list.
I
So,
believe that, actually.
I know that like the whole like philosophy behind the top 10 DJ BP and D situation here is that like what is the
We
best.
also changed the name of the podcast.
Sometimes I'm fucking mentioning it, dude.
I don't know why we have to every time do it. It
Add
is what it
Dom
is.
into it because Dom is an integral part of this podcast.
He's
Yeah,
been on
but-
more episodes than you. I don't know why you have to keep thinking
Probably.
he's not part of it. He's part
Yeah,
of it.
I don't need to be in the name.
So, well, I'm never gonna change. So I
Neither are we.
I just want you to know, yeah, that's how this works. Like no one's
Every time
compromising.
you did it in a podcast, it's the Dylan and earlier you said the Dylan, Joe, and Dom basement. You forgot the name of the basement because you're so worried about adding Dom in. He's in. He's a main
How many-
member of the pod.
How many followers do you think we lost because of this?
1 or 2, maybe.
All right,
Our
that's
our
okay.
Instagram
Yeah.
interacted with 137 accounts this month so far.
Shit,
Ooh, look
so
at us
many,
go.
dude. We're fucking
That's almost
up
double
top.
the followers we have.
It's fucking top, dude. So my thing is that Joe Bananas, look, I love the fact that like, all right, who is okay, cool, funny name, a dude who had a fucking grocery store,
We like to
and a
joke
dude who
around, but
had
let's
a,
get serious here.
yeah, we like to bust some balls sometimes or whatever it is,
Bust
but
balls.
Joe Bananas could kill everyone on our list.
Mhm.
And that does matter, and his kill count probably is higher because like Vlad the Impaler wasn't on the list. Fucking Genghis Khan, who didn't even have a fucking nickname because he was just who he was.
Yeah.
You know, like those dudes, we already did enough on them.
Right.
So this other list of dudes, like Joe Bananas, you know, was not to be fucked around with. So I just want to defend him a little bit. Like, oh, I didn't just pick him
you
because
already
Banana.
won, dude.
No, I know, but I just want to just tell you why I chose him because it wasn't just like, oh, my grandfather called me that. It's funny. I just found out. Joe Bananas was a stone cold killer,
Mhm.
and he would have fucking absolutely smoked. Absolutely fucking
You think he'd go toe-to-toe
smoked
with Einstein the fart and he'd win?
him and Eric the priest hater.
What about
And-
Ice Pick Jones?
No. What about Ice Willie?
Ice pick Willie. Yeah, probably.
Be a good
Unless
fight,
he said
right?
it could be a good fight actually. James the Rash smoked him.
Didn't
fucking
win.
No, it didn't win, but he could have got smoked, dude. Ivan the Boneless was in a wheelchair. What do you think's gonna happen there? Okay, you know, 3-finger Tommy Brown. I don't know versus Joe Bananas. That'd be a crazy fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
said he'd win, so I guess he'd lose that fight.
Yeah, Ice Pick Willie. Yeah, that could be tough, but as long as fucking Joe Bananas is next to him in a
What about,
fucking spa, it'll be fine.
What about Ivalo Cabbage? You think he'd lose that fight against him?
Oh fuck, yeah, probably
I
because
say
he's
off with
already
his head.
clearly his head pops off easily. So
Looks like a
yeah, dude. So
dandelion.
Joe Bananas is pretty superior, you know.
No, what was that guy earlier? Dan? What'd you say, Dom?
Dan the Second.
Dan the second.
Dan,
I don't know if he could beat him.
wait, a dude I picked.
No,
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 Dom
I
picked
was
him.
talking about
Dan the
He
Second.
was the father of one of the guys I was talking about.
Oh
Dan
yeah,
the
yeah,
Second.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You think Joe Bananas would fucking smoke him?
I think so.
Oh, he would definitely beat Dan the Second.
Yeah.
His
It
name
would
was
be
just,
a contest.
just Dan the Second.
His name is just Dan the Second, not
Yeah.
Dan the Second. Just
Just
Dan the
Dan.
Second.
Yeah, so Joe
Well,
Bananas.
he must be just then.
Joe Bananas. I don't know,
Do we
dude.
have a Cuisinart?
Cut your fucking dick off and let you bleed out in the fucking basement. I don't know.
It's a rough way to go.
To Dan the Second, just saying. So
John Wayne
that's my
Robinson.
final thoughts. Is that my first pick was good,
All right. Well done.
Yeah.
and the rest of the dudes was
Alright.
that this was one of my favorite fucking categories. I had a good time here. Can't wait to do another version of this somehow. I'm not sure how, but
Next
we'll
week,
figure it out.
top chicks who are dudes with names.
Stay posted. We'll see you guys next week for that. It's gonna be fucking sick, and it's gonna be good.
Hell yeah.
Top chicks with dudes' names.
Dudes with names.
Diabetes. People with diabetes. People with diabetes. People with diabetes. Diabetes. Well, if you have diabetes,
I appreciate that about you. It's very sensual.
I know a lot about Abdu Baghdad Al Ghafati and his terrorist organization.
Except to switch that out with Ronald McDonald and introducing the Happy Meal in 1982, and it's responsible for more deaths than all of 9/11 combined 3 times. McDonald's is responsible for more deaths of Americans than any terrorist attack of all time. That's including Pearl Harbor and Harvard.
Like one of his last words was, "The only thing I belong to is the Knights of Columbus." And,
Is this your grandfather?
dude, right? No, seriously. Yeah, it doesn't want to be called fucking Three Finger Brown. And my
It's
grandfather's
George
last name was Brown.
He's
And-
a lifelong cock. the whole
And he was a
time.
lifelong Knights of Columbus guy. And I'm
not-
still looking for his sword.
Exactly.
But I wrote about this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He went to attack. It wasn't England yet. Northumbria.
They had handicap parking in Northumbria.
Shut the fuck up. He was trying to.
His half son? Isn't that everyone's son?
Oh, yeah.
That's a great point. Everyone's son is a half son.
All he was doing was fucking banging all night long. So this is what my mother would have wanted. Put
Yeah,
more
he's pretty sick.
bastards out there.
The horse you rode in on. I got here by fucking. I'm gonna stay here by fucking.
I'll never do this to my kids. Fucking, here I am.
Yeah, I mean, and I know.
Making more bastards. Wow, nice head, Dom.
Thank you.
You gonna have any beer with that?
Bart?
4. She turned 4. I was like, oh, hey, little lady, happy birthday. She's like, happy fart day. And I was like, that's
Hell yeah, that kid gets
That's what
it.
I'm
Humor
fucking
never
talking
gets
about.
better.
They say never forget, but I don't even remember it happening.
Carlo Gambiano, Stefano Magdiano, Frank DiSimone, all these motherfucking American lasagna motherfuckers. Fine.
Are you
And-
still talking?
Yeah.
These
And
lasagna motherfuckers.
I am still talking.
Maybe next time we'll do the same list, except we can involve people who are black too.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's like I was saying. Do you want these bozos doing dubs saying it's DCU, not DFCU? They're not using all the words. How can you trust them if they're skipping out on words?